cannons climb aboard together.
Corey and I were on. It's so Corey's our bass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so yeah.
Can't hear me. Bass. There we go.
There it is.
I play
All right.
drums. What does that make you, Eddie?
A scientist.
What?
That's
Vocalist.
not a member of the band.
Yeah.
All right, Eddie's
No.
not in the band anymore.
No, it's gonna be like Slipknot. We're gonna have like 9 members. So...
That's right.
Yeah, every band needs 3 drummers.
Yes, you're not wrong. What? 1 drummer and 2 percussionists. That's a little different. So... But
what if I just want to play the bongos?
The bongos. Don't worry. That's what I
We've
want
got
to
a
play.
seat for you, and it's in the audience.
Restrained down. So
Yeah,
But
I
we're-
realized I reopened video, or I mean, I closed windows I didn't need, reopened ones I did, and the outline is not one of those. So
fantastic.
Gotta love it.
Well, if you guys are looking at the Twitch or the YouTube right now live, we got some cool new stuff that we're showing off in OBS. We got we're showing off, if you look below Eddie right now, which, oh god, we're all frozen. Hold on. All right, we're good. If you look below Eddie, we got a little advertising thing going on. We got some new stuff on screen. So if you're an audio listener, make sure to join the fucking Discord and then go follow us over on YouTube and Twitch, and you can see these lives. I put a lot of work in. I don't know why. I was just sitting there one time. I mean, I was sitting there with COVID, which I'll get into my week. I think I already talked about it last time, but I'm going to talk about it some more this time too. But I just got bored, and I was like, I'm going to start fucking with shit in like Stream Elements and all that stuff. So that I worked on the layouts for like 3 days. And I was just like, guys, I got all this shit. And you guys were
There it
like,
is.
holy shit, okay.
hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, speaking of the COVID crap, I guess we could just go ahead and get right into our icebreaker, which was let me switch on over here.
All the cool kids have COVID. That's what the icebreaker is, right?
Fucking
That's the
apparently,
name. Yeah.
if having COVID makes you cool, then I'm Miles Davis. So
Thanks for stealing my joke, Corey.
Wow.
I knew he was
Took
gonna
your
say it too.
thunder.
I knew he
Yeah.
was gonna say it. So, but no, we
This
got
is,
some...
as far as I'm concerned, this is the birthday podcast. So, Corey, you can see yourself out of here.
Oh, that's okay. Goodbye. I'll just mute myself. Oh yeah, I guess we
Sure.
can say, well, happy birthday. This week we had 2 birthdays from the podcast. It was Scotty's birthday on Friday, and it was Eddie's birthday on Monday. Tuesday. Shit. Eddie purposely in the Discord, because in the Discord I was like, oh shit, it's Eddie's birthday, but I found out a day afterwards, and I was like, oh my god, we forgot. I messaged Chris. I was like, Chris, we forgot to wish Eddie a happy birthday, and he goes, fuck.
I mean,
It was
I don't
great.
know if I ever knew, so I'll just say now, happy belated, Eddie.
Yeah, I didn't know Scotty and I had such a birthday close to each other either, to be completely
No,
honest. And then and what do you mean I purposely did what now? I didn't do anything. My sister, I didn't say anything. Honestly, I wasn't planning on saying. I wanted a nice, quiet, and boring birthday. And then my sister jumps in the Discord. She's like, "Hey, it's my brother's birthday!" Blah blah blah. And I'm like, "Fuck, okay, here we are now."
Yeah.
Great. I love it.
I have a long time ago I removed that info from Facebook because I was tired of all the insincere like people I went to high school with forever ago and like
Yeah.
relatives of people that I went to high school with saying happy birthday. I'm like, fuck
Yep.
you, none of you people. So
It's not
it's
genuine.
a lot nicer because I get the texts and voicemails from people that know, and that
Yeah.
means more. It's kind of as easy as
Yeah, then
that.
the generalization one.
But
no,
I've never been one to like, yeah.
Yeah.
So.
The high
Wow.
school thing like hits like really close because that's funny because like I used to get a lot of the people too that used to be like friends from like middle school that I never
Yeah.
got to hang out in high school, but we found each other on Facebook for whatever reason. Happy birthday, bro. Let's grab a beer sometime. Motherfucker, you know I live like in another state, right? Like, yeah.
Or it's the ones that like so around like 5 years after high school, I was just like, all right, there's a lot of these people on this Facebook list that are getting deleted because I'm not talking to y'all anymore because I don't go to school with y'all, and people are just trying to add me and be like, hey man, what's going on? Or they're like, hey, you want to join this new pyramid scheme that I'm trying to run? And I'm just like, no, I talked to 2 people from high school and they don't run pyramid schemes as far as I know. So it's the whole thing about going back to like, you go back to your hometown and you go to the Walmart in a hometown just because like, you need to go grab something for a party or something like that, you're like, I won't do it. I'll be like, nope, you better go send Cameron. I'm not going. There's too many people at that Walmart. There's managers that I went to high school with that are there.
I don't even have. There isn't even a Walmart in my hometown. I guess that would be the grocery store. Might run into somebody there, but
yeah, right. So
it was a smallish town. I don't know. I mean, everyone that I went to high school with either, like I swear, either went to Yale or went to rehab. So I'm good.
Well, speaking of small town gatherings. We want to talk about our icebreaker, which we got some data. Spoilers, Eddie and I and Scotty, everyone, this is the didn't go to MagFest podcast. That's what this episode's called. And of course, the one person that did go that could talk about it isn't here, so I guess they get to talk about it next week. But we got some information after MagFest. For people that don't know, COVID and its variants are going a little fucking buck wild lately. And America's not doing too great with dealing with that. So that's
none of us went to MagFest, but COVID sure did.
Yeah.
Hey.
I didn't go to MagFest. I still got COVID. It's bullshit. But no, we got some information. MagFest discloses a whole list of areas that were in the venue that got COVID exposures. I think it was they found out that some people tested positive for COVID after being there. And they're just like, shit, where were you? And they were just like, oh, we went to these 20 areas. And they were like, fuck, like now we got to tell everybody about it. Yeah, like I'm trying to find if you can go over to, we're looking at a Kotaku article right now, but over on the MagFest website they have the whole list, and just naming off a few of this entire list here that you can see right now. You got the MagFest Versus, which I don't know if that was like a panel or something. Got a whole bunch of panels on here. And then, surprisingly enough, though, like, the arcade wasn't on this list, which is really surprising.
Well, but you have to keep in mind, everything with this is people that reported they have COVID.
That is true.
These things. So
that is true. So,
you know.
But we showed Connor and we showed Chris this list, and they were just like, oh, we actually weren't, according to this list, we weren't around a lot of the places that were exposed. But the funniest thing about this article is on the MagFest website, it says one of the places that might have been exposure was the room with the quote unquote come over message on the windows, and it says in parentheses, sorry.
What?
Apparently there was a hotel room. Is that what it was?
Super duper clarity, real quick. MagFest is in a hotel. It's in a hotel. The
which is
convention
inside.
is in a hotel, and you can see in like the main not a courtyard. I guess it's a courtyard. Is that what you would call it?
It's a courtyard now.
It's an indoor courtyard, is what it is.
Yeah, but you can see if you look up to the into the hotel, you can see people's rooms and their windows and their balconies and whatever. So that's how you would see like come over and whatever was.
Yeah, so like this one I'm showing,
windows.
It shows like a picture of the Christmas setup they have and all that, but you can see the hotel rooms on the left.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I guess that's where the arcade was this year, Scotty, because that's what it looked like. A bunch of the arcade cabinets were. I don't know.
What?
I didn't go.
Where?
I don't know. From what I saw, from what it looked like at first, that was the area where they had some arcade cabinets, because it wasn't in like the dark area where in those big dark like gymnasium rooms. So I don't know, but I can tell you who does know. Chris will tell us later. So, but
that
yeah,
doesn't make any sense. But okay,
that sucks. I hope that everyone that went is getting tested, because I got this COVID shit and I got it. I felt like I was gonna fucking die for like one day. And I was like, I'm vaccinated. So I was like, shit, man, this is crazy. So,
because you are vaccinated is the reason why it only lasted a day.
Yeah, it could have lasted like
that's
10
the hope.
days.
Yeah.
I don't know. I did do a little research on, so I was able to get my money back on like our flights, because Eddie and I ended up not going. But then I also looked into like the refund policy on the MagFest ticket, because I was like, oh, well, I mean, I have a legitimate reason. I've had COVID within the last 2 weeks of the venue date, like opening date, and right. I messaged them. I never got a message back, but then they like posted something. They sent like a email like to everybody that was just like, "Hey, here's what you can do. You can either donate your badge to MagFest, and then like we'll send you your T-shirt and your pin for free, and we'll thank you for your donation. Or you can pay $5 to get your T-shirt and your pin, and then your ticket's going to go towards MagFest 2023. And I was just like, that's what I'm gonna do, because I'm gonna try and go to the next MagFest if there is one. So I guess it's not a total loss on my ticket. I didn't get a refund, but then I also don't have to pay for next year, so I guess that's okay.
Well, full disclosure over here, I never actually bought the ticket. How about them apples?
I was wondering. Because I don't ever think we got a confirmation from you. So I just assumed you had a ticket. So maybe I shouldn't assume anymore. So
yeah, I looked it up and I was just like, oh, there's still tickets available. I could still buy them and stuff like that. And and then I even reached out to someone to confirm, like, I can buy the tickets there. And they're like, yeah, it's just gonna be a little bit more pricey. And I was like, that's fine. This and this and that. But because I was just like, the intent was like, even if I couldn't get in, I was like, I get to hang out with you guys. That was the intent.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was like, all right, fuck it, like la la la. And then I'll go explore the city or some shit, right? But then in the end, we still got fucked over because of Stormageddon and COVID. Like, even I didn't end up going because I was just like, well, there's a chance of the freaking COVID outbreak and whatnot. Like, I still ended up getting sick. And I had to get
got like a cold.
Twice. I had to get tested twice within the same week just to make sure that it wasn't COVID. It's like, what the fuck? But
I mean, did you see that? The way that I found this out was through a Twitter account called Wario64 that tweets like deals and shit like that. And it said, starting on this date, free COVID at home tests. And I was just like, wow, that's awesome, because I want some free COVID at home tests. But it's bad that I found out through that platform. So
Right.
It's crazy, but
we're still waiting to hear back on our refund. But the only reason we got tickets was because that got you into the raffle for a hotel room, which is ideally what we wanted to do. And short version is, it wouldn't have been financially great for us to go for only a day and a half with travel time, and it's a busy time for work for me, so it's not really a break. More so, it became more of a stressor than a break to go to MagFest. So we backed out, but they're being a lot more lenient about returns, so we're waiting to hear back. About that.
Well, I mean, shit. I had that in January. I'm going to see Bert Kreischer in February, so I don't know. We gotta play that by ear. So, and then I got Weird Al in March. I got Dance with the Dead in April. So I'm just like, shit. Maybe we need to rethink some of this stuff. So,
we already there was a show the Sunday night of MagFest, which would have been a week from today, back a week ago from today. That tour was canceled because one of the members of one of the bands got COVID. So we're just expecting tours to start dropping left and right, probably.
Yeah,
maybe we should just
already
hunker down again and like get ready for a lockdown.
Boy, I don't know, Corey. It's really hard to get a shot and put a mask on and just not go outside. So I don't know what's gonna happen.
I mean,
it's 2022, and I'm still saying that.
The thing about and you're gonna keep saying it probably to like 2025. Like, that's the unfortunate thing about it. It's just like Canada just went on lockdown right now again. Things over in Europe, if anybody's been keeping up with that, is just fucking crazy. Things in Australia have been fucking going crazy. The fact of the matter is, it's like this is gonna keep on going until there's some kind of control, but we're not gonna have a control until probably 2024 at the most. Is my guess. You know what I mean? But
I called this. So currently, I'm going to shift gears and talk about the supply chain on just getting shit to places now that the COVID exists. The supply chain is pretty fucked right now. Like, it's really hard. Like, price of everything's going up. Price of like chicken's going up. Beef prices are like skyrocketing. It is insane. It's hard. Like, we didn't have fresh produce for almost 2 weeks. Like, around the New Year's, like around the Christmas time. Like, there was like the produce section of Walmart looked like a ghost town. So, and I called this 2 years when COVID started. I was like, the supply chain's about to get fucked. We're not going to see its effects for like 2 years. And then I wish I would have bet money on that, because Jesus Christ, it's not. I mean, even at school. Go ahead.
Sorry, I wasn't sure if you were going to stop anytime soon. Go ahead.
The last thing I was going to say is even my professor, because
wait. No, what I didn't say is go ahead.
Oh, fuck y'all. My professor called me and said, like, hey, we're going to have to start thinking of like other alternatives to our recipes, because the price of Like chicken breasts are so like it's cheaper to get chicken thighs right now than it is to get chicken breast, which is
Yeah, fuck
crazy in an
chicken thighs.
upside down world. I'll fuck up a chicken thigh.
One thing we can't get, and we've been trying to get, there is a hash brown shortage right
What?
here.
What do you mean
Straight
by
up
hash browns? Like the patty ones? Are we talking
Yes.
about like the shredded ones?
You're talking about home fries. Those are shredded. That's what we
Okay.
call them over here.
Okay.
Sure.
Hash browns, they're in a, about the size of an index card, maybe a little bigger.
Yeah, the little round patties. Okay, or the oval patties, I guess you could say.
It's like the ones you get from McDonald's. That's the hash brown you're talking about?
That's a hash brown over here. Home fries is where it's like shredded things, like you mentioned.
Oh, we just call both of those hash browns down here in the South.
same.
Okay,
Mhm.
I gotcha.
We call them
Um,
potatoes.
Yeah. Oh boy, there are too many different kinds of potatoes. No, hash browns are hard to get. We are trying. I say that, but we literally got them from the store yesterday, so we're not going to try them anytime soon. Cauliflower hash browns, plenty of those
Oh, nice.
in the store, but not regular potato hash browns.
So I don't know what brand it was, but I was like, I want to try the cauliflower pizzas. And like we were putting in a Walmart order because we had COVID. So I was like, see if they got some frozen ones, we'll try them. And I looked at like the back of them. They're actually worse than like the regular $5 pizzas. And like they
What
don't
do you
taste like nutritional
You mean they
wise.
taste worse? Oh,
No. They taste about the same. They just taste like shit. But like it's like, oh, it's supposed to be healthy. It's like it's got all this protein. I'm like, yeah, and it's got 50% of your daily sodium intake. And then like all this
Oh, right.
saturated fat. Like you're just trying to like key in on that one. They're like, this pizza's got protein. I'm like, yeah, I guess so, sure.
Well,
but it'll also kill you
that
with everything else.
And gluten-free. It's a gluten-free option.
That's
so
true. That is true.
that's-
Sometimes people
yeah,
that can't have gluten want to eat shitty food just like us. So
Yeah,
exactly.
be mindful of others.
oh, don't make
Yeah.
this a fucking witch hunt on me.
God.
So anyway, what the fuck were we talking about?
This was the MagFest follow-up podcast, and you started it with a roaring positive outlook of how many people probably have COVID from MagFest, and that's where we are right
Yes. Just don't go to conventions with all this. I think I just said, no, don't. It's not that. You can still have fun. We have fun all the time, but like maybe we shouldn't start going back to conventions when there's still a pandemic going on.
Well, no, it's not. It's not only that. It's the fact that the people are negligent. And for example, I keep saying that at work, it's a hotspot because like we get cases like every single fucking week.
Right,
like every time I have to go to work, I keep getting emails and text messages like, "Hey, update on your on the COVID situation. You've been exposed. Like blah blah blah." And I'm like, "Fuck, here we go again." So I have to keep going in there, get like temperature check, like yada. But the fact of the matter is like there's people like that go in and are coughing up a storm, sneezing like a motherfucker, feeling like shit, and it's like, hey, you're not supposed to be here. I'm fine. No, you're not. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Security!
And if you are, I don't care. I'm looking out for my well-being and the well-being of others. And like, dude, like, I swear to God, like, I wanted to punch this girl in the face. And I know that sounds wrong, but it's just like we have this conveyor belt, right, of things. So when like to the audio listeners out there, what I'm talking about is like we're there's 4 people in one area with the conveyor belt in the middle, so we're all kind of picking from the same lane and stuff like that. And the girl in front of me literally goes to the first box, puts her mask down because she's about to sneeze, and just sneezes all over the fucking box.
Oh,
and I'm just like, I'm not touching this now.
Yeah, security.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, come on, like this is you look like shit. You're feeling like shit. You don't belong here. And
you
need to be on a TV show where you're just like, all right, ladies, I'm gonna tell you how it is. You look like shit. You probably feel like shit, and this is what we got to do to make you not look like shit anymore.
I'm just saying. The fact people need to do their due diligence a little bit better. When I got sick, like I said, I went to go get tested twice. Even before I came back, I had to make sure and be like, "Hey, Amazon, like I'm sick. I think this is what I got going on right now. I've already tested negative for COVID. Please advise on what should I do." And they're just like, "If you don't have a fever on Monday and you're not coughing up a storm, then you can come back to work." And I was like, "Okay, cool." Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? But if not, then they'll be like, you can take a couple of days off. It won't hit you. It won't affect you anyways. You just won't get paid. And I'm like, well, I want to get paid.
Well, that's what, that right there is why people are like, well, fuck it, I'm going to work. I gotta get paid. So
yeah,
that's the problem.
So.
There's a comedian, I can't remember who the comedian was that said this, but they said, I long for the day where a cough doesn't sound like a gunshot anymore. So because it's just the minute you hear like I sneeze in public and I'm just like, shit, like who's coming to get me? So I don't know, man.
Well,
for
I guess
sure.
it's all perspective because I have such bad allergies that sneezing is not a big deal to me. But that's
right, yeah.
But in this day and age, you know what I'm saying? It's like before, like you're coughing and sneezing. I was like, oh, you're sick, you got allergies. Like, damn, like that sucks. Now it's like, hold up.
Yeah.
What you got?
Like, oh, I just breathe weird and like spit went down into my lungs, but I can't. They're not gonna believe me.
Yeah.
So.
It's such a mental fuck too. Like it's like you wake up feeling a certain way. You're like, oh fuck, what is this? Is it happening? Did I get it again?
I do have to say, and I don't know if I showed this off last time, but the day I got COVID, like I got tested positive for COVID, I got my razor mask. So, I mean, I thought that's the fucking definition of irony. I'm just like, yep, it's sitting here looking pretty cool.
There it is.
I'm not going to any conventions anytime soon. I thought about wearing it to Walmart one day, and Hallie goes, I'm not going to Walmart with you if you're wearing that.
Whatever.
She's like, no.
Whatever.
She's like, no. She's like, we got we got disposable masks you can wear. You're not wearing that.
Yeah.
You gotta no. I don't have any shame anymore in terms of stuff like that. Who gives
Scotty's
a shit?
fed up.
Yeah. I don't even wear pants when I go to the grocery store. Just the mask.
No, that's exactly. That's like it's just I don't know. That just reminds me of people who are like worried about going to Walmart and checking out with just like condoms and Reese's Pieces. Like nobody gives a shit about what you're buying. No, hey, spoilers, maybe Fight Club taught me this more than other stuff. No one gives a shit about you out there, and they're not staring at you and caring about what you're wearing. So just fucking
I can attest to that because when I was younger, my mother, God bless her, she's such a good mother.
Roll through the checkout with condoms and Reese's Pieces.
No, she would be like, "Here's some money. Go get me my tampons that I need."
Oh,
and I was just, and I'm just like, I got over it very soon. I was just like, I don't care. And I'd be like, they're from my mom. I don't give a shit. But I've told that story to people before, and they're just like, your mother did what? I'm just like,
who cares?
I mean, some people aren't openly cool with that stuff, so they're just like, I can't believe, like, and I was like, I don't give a shit. But I do think that because later down the road, when I had like girlfriends I needed to take care of because they weren't feeling good, I'm just like, I don't give a shit. I'll go to Walmart. What do you want? Like, anything you need, I'll go buy it. I don't give a fuck. Like,
yeah. No, and that's how it should be. And like, it's a problem. It's because it ends up being the issue, like where we get a bunch of guys that don't want to go do that because it's just like, oh, I don't know, like girl products and like, you take dumps and fart. No, like get the fuck out of here, dude.
I remember a college roommate I had when I had long hair in college, and we were at Walmart, and I was like, they don't have my fucking shampoo. I need the conditioner with the other volume of this shit. And he's like, cars, sports, and he like backed away from me.
Testosterone.
Yeah.
That's funny shit. So well, I mean, at the end of the day, just take precautions, please, so we can try and get back to some normalcy.
Yeah, and like maybe don't wear gloves because from what I understand, if you wear gloves, then you wash your hands less and you touch things more freely and care less about what you're touching. So
wash your hands. Get you some. So what I recommend is if you can't wash your hands, get you some alcohol gel, and then also carry a little bit of lotion with you because that alcohol gel is going to dry you out real bad. It dries me out.
Yep.
Real bad.
Right.
That's what I have to deal with at work all the time because so I have to wear gloves. And I change my gloves out every basically 2 days because they just get fucking filthy with everything that's coming in and whatnot. But anytime I'm thirsty or my face itches or something like that, it's just like I have to take the gloves off.
Yeah.
Get the sanitizer, rub it like really quick all over the fucking place, and then be like, all right, let me grab my drink now. Drink, set it down, put the gloves back on.
The whole fucking procedure.
Yeah, it's a whole fucking procedure. Right. And it just you're
like, I don't even want to drink anything. Where's my crazy straw? But yeah, they just please keep precautions. Keep on going. So that's it. That's what we got for the opener. I've given you 25 minutes. Fuck yeah. No, I'm just playing. Well, it's been a minute, boys, since we've talked. I think, what has it been? 2 weeks since we recorded anything podcast-wise. And then I wasn't on the last podcast before then, so it's been like almost a month for me.
Well, that's
we
what I
haven't
was just
recorded
saying.
anything since last year.
Hey, ba-dum-bum.
There it is. Dab. Dab.
Not only that, but I think it's like we all haven't been on a podcast in quite some time.
We haven't gotten to de-stress.
Yeah.
Well, actually, Corey and I have. If you'd like to check out the Static
Hey,
Pod
it's right next to
Zone.
it.
Wait, what's it called?
The Static Zone Podcast. There it is.
Yeah.
Look at that.
We should have had Eddie on that episode because we talked about the last action hero. So
We'll get him on. We'll get him on eventually.
that's right. So, all right, Eddie, tell us a little bit. Let's. I know we're trying to change up the format a little bit, where we're trying to bring new articles and like a certain thing to the table. But since it's been so long since we talked, I think it's okay if we revert back to our old format a little bit. So, Eddie, I know. Tell us a little bit about what's been going on with you, and then there's 2 things specifically that I know you must talk about. So, and I'm not going to spoil them because I'm gonna let you bring them up to everyone. So,
I mean, the short answer of everything is just basically I've been working like a fucking dog and shit. Like I've been picking up shifts left and right just to make ends meet because that double overtime is just fucking phenomenal. I'm not gonna say no to that extra money.
It's enticing.
Yeah. But it does kick my ass. I get tired faster. My little teddy bear legs hurt. And
what?
Yeah. I got.
Are you wearing the onesie at work?
What the fuck are those?
No, I'm not wearing the onesie at work. No, I got more fucking decency than that. Damn it!
You just walk around. You're just pulling a Pooh Bear all day, and you never wear pants. I don't understand.
That's right. That's it. That's exactly it.
Are you Donald Ducking it on the way to the bathroom?
All the time. I'll wear my mask, but I won't wear any pants. You're like, but you got to put on some underwear, and I'm like, no, that's right.
Legally, you have to,
legally.
sir.
Yeah, legally.
We can't really tell you about that with the mask. So.
Yeah, it's my whole life is basically revolving around that right now. It's just work and streaming and whatnot. During the holidays, like literally like the last day of December, which I think was the 30th, not the 31st, the last stream I should say of December, technically. We beat Demon Souls, which was fucking an experience all around.
That's a fucking achievement, man. For like with the history you have with that game.
Yeah,
you're hooked now, aren't you?
Well, no. The funny thing about it was that like I was like, all right, cool, like this is great, new game plus, let's go platinum and trophy hunting.
Nope, don't care about that.
I'm like I tried and I got stuck like right after the beginning because like they bump up the difficulty. I did feel empty when I beat it, but I'm okay not having to go back to it anytime soon.
But Eddie, I have to tell you, there are fan-made projects of Dark Souls DLCs that people have created in that world where it's like you got to look them up because they're like DLCs that aren't official, but they're still like amazing to play the Dark Souls games in, and it's just so good. You need to start doing randomizers where a boss.
I ain't doing that. Hell no, I'm good. Fuck that. That whole game is randomized already and shit. I don't.
It is not. That is not true.
But yeah, I've done nothing but, like I said, work in gaming. Demon Souls is what we beat the last time. Most recently, we actually went through Doom 2016, which is a fucking great game. That's a pretty fantastic game.
Now you got confused. You thought it was gonna be. You didn't know Doom 2016 was slower than Doom Eternal.
Mm-hmm. I thought.
Progression overall, or
it's not like the grappling hook and dashing and all that.
Well, see, the thing is, I had no idea of either one of them. I genuinely had no idea of what was going on. All I had heard was that like Doom 2016 was a really good game, and I guess because it has been it's technically 7 years, right? 6?
Yeah, 6.
Holy
2016, shit. Yeah, 6 years since it came out. Yeah, and
damn it.
Yeah, it's been 6 years since it came out, and I guess everything overlapped. Yeah, everything overlapped with like Eternal because Eternal came out during the pandemic. You know what I mean? So I guess I just kind of like crossed both of them. Mm-hmm. And I was like, my experience. So right at the beginning, people were just like, oh, the first 10 minutes of this game are amazing, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, this is slower than I expected it to be. Like, he moves slow. He's not even like that fast. Like the punching is cool, but it's just kind of very like that's all he does. Like there was like no variations of stuff like it, and you have to build up to it to the point where you're like, all right, now I'm dancing with the devil.
You don't have all of Samus's. You don't have Samus's grapple hook on the first fucking boss. So
yeah, so we played 2016, and like 2016 is more like Doom 3, where it sets up the environment and the atmosphere of like, oh, you're in hell and it's in space and like blah 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 and this and that. But then when you actually shoot and kill, like it's fun. We played briefly Doom Eternal right after we beat Doom 2016, and Eternal's like a whole different game on its own.
Yeah, I hope you're ready, motherfucker.
Yeah, like you're running around and all this shit and doing all this crazy stuff, and I'm just
micromanaging the field.
Yeah, so then I was like, oh, okay, this is so people are like Doom, like
stop shaking your head, Scotty.
It's just so crazy because people keep saying like I've hit at a point where like most of the games that I'm playing on the modern consoles are games that I haven't touched. Demon Souls, Doom 2016. So people want the sequels to that. Yeah, people want the sequels. So they're like, so when's Dark Souls? When Bloodborne? Where's Doom Eternal? And I'm just like, look, let me go to Hong Kong first because I've been meaning to go to Hong Kong for a long time. Yeah, you know what I mean? So
people listening, that's not really Hong Kong. He's talking about playing Shenmue 3.
No, I'm going to Hong Kong, actually, okay?
Shenmue 2, I'm sorry. My bad.
Yeah. Shenmue 2, okay?
Shenmue
like Pokemon Mewtwo.
Me too.
Yeah.
But I would say if I could comment real quick on your Doom impression, I never like to tell people you played them out of order, but that's kind of what happened, and I think that's the exact reason that you did not like. It sounds like you did not like Doom 2016 as much as Eternal. Am I mishearing or what?
Oh no, I enjoyed Doom 2016, but it wasn't what I expected it to be right off the get-go. Like I thought it was going to be like run and gun action. I thought it was going to be like people were telling me it's like the first one, like the very first Doom on PC, like where it's just like running gun and stuff. But once again, I think they meant Eternal, and I just kept crossing both of them because it had been such a long time since 2016 came out.
Because Eternal's just like, let's go, you're in it.
Yeah, basically.
And the reason I say that though is like 2016, I fucking love that game, and I hate Doom Eternal. But 2016 also, once you play through it once, you unlock. It's literally called arcade mode, and that might be also what people remember at this point because it's very much that you're like literally chaining attacks and stuff and kills and everything. So it is that you're trying to you're trying to beat your top score, which I think is great. And holy crap, more shooters need to do that. Like first person shooters should try to incorporate stuff like that.
Well, it sounds like they tried to incorporate that whole arcade mode into just what Doom Eternal is, but it did not go to your liking.
Yeah.
No,
and I'm not saying and I'm not saying that it's a bad game. Like I genuinely enjoyed it. I thought it was great. I thought the story that was building up to it was amazing. And we were talking about this not too long ago on another friend's stream, Fox Plays Official, how we need more first-person shooters like Doom 2016 and Wolfenstein New Order. Like those two games, like the story building in that, the gameplay in it, it just felt great to play those games.
It lays the story out and then it gives you the tools and it's just like, just fucking go hog wild. Like, but every other shooter in the world right now is, we have this epic story to tell in cinematic walking cutscenes that you can't do anything except walk forward. And it's like, no, I'm not,
Yeah.
Here we go again.
But no, go ahead.
I wanted to say, because I reviewed Doom Eternal and gave it a very positive review. But I need to go back, and I haven't played either of the DLCs, and some of my critiques I've heard, I still haven't spoiled myself on it, but one of my critiques gets addressed in the DLC, so I'm happy to experience that. But the problem is now I really want to play Doom Eternal again, but those two games are very good for Let's Play series, so. I want to play Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal again, but it's going to be series. So if anyone wants to play Doom 2016 with me, let me know. So
there it is. Nice.
Scotty's like, nope.
No.
Yeah, he's like,
just play them.
Just play them. But that's all. That's pretty much all. That's pretty much all I've been doing. We did start our Nintendo 64 showcase going on too, which has been pretty good.
I saw your schedule. and you're starting.
Yeah.
You're playing that old Banjo Kazooie, and I'm excited because it's one of my
Dude,
favorite games.
The funny thing about it was that like I knew I had to go through so much crap just to get to Banjo Kazooie. There was one game in particular there that stood out for me, which was Our Marines. And the best way I can describe it, it's freaking Mega Man. Yeah, it's Mega Man meets Starship Troopers. That's
for the listeners, explain what you're doing with your N64 thing, because I don't know if you've explained it on the podcast.
Basically, we're going through every single North American Nintendo 64 game that ever was released in North America, in alphabetical order. So we started off with like 1080, and we went through 14 games before we actually hit quality with Banjo Kazooie. Yeah. So it was just kind of crazy because like we were going through some of these games and we're just like, oh, like there's like Aero Fighters Assault, which like, oh, it could be fun, but it's tedious because it's the old school controllers. What's that?
Oh man, did you play Aero Gauge, the racing game?
I did play Aero Gauge, and I hate Aero Gauge. I didn't like it.
And I hate Aero Gauge.
And I was like,
why would you ever ask me about Aero Gauge?
It was just,
it's rose tinted glasses for me. I should clarify that I enjoyed that like it was F-Zero or Wipeout, and the fact that you could put in a code to play as an N64 controller instead of a hover car, which I thought was great.
It's got some goofy ass shit. Surprise, Scotty loves it.
It's things like that though, like that I need to go back because like I just played Aero Gauge, and I remember trying it out. And the first thing I was just like, man, this is like the Wish version of F-Zero is how I was calling it.
You're liking that phrase recently.
Yeah, and it's and the thing about it is that I was like, which one came first? And they both came out on the same year. Aero Gauge actually came out before F-Zero. And I'm just like, well,
probably the only way it sold copies.
And but yeah, no, we were going through it, and then like there was like some baseball games in there, and I'm just like, they're just updated rosters, it's the same game. And then we finally hit Banjo Kazooie, so it's like, okay, now we're gonna go play Banjo Kazooie in its entirety before we go through the next jank of games, and we end up with like Conquer, or actually Bomberman would be next. The Bomberman Hero. Mm-hmm.
Ah, damn it. Wait, no, Bomberman 64 would be next. That's before alphabetically.
Yeah, but which one is the one that actually has like a storyline?
They both do.
64?
Well, Hero tries to do more of a story. Bomberman 64 has a story, but it's very much like, you got to go here. He stole this thing. Take it from him. Blow shit up.
Yeah. So we'll play it by ear. Like I said, Our Marines was the one that like stood out to me. That I was just like, oh, this might get like a single like playthrough on its own. Because I mean, when you look at it honestly, it's just like most of these 64 games, you can beat like in 8 to 10 hours. Like if you just really dedicate yourself to it. So I was like, okay, I think that's pretty good. So that's what I've been doing. Banjo Kazooie is the one that's coming up right now. That's on the schedule. So Shenmue 2 and Banjo Kazooie is what we're going to be playing.
Great N64 hit Shenmue 2.
Yeah. Yeah. Other than that, like I said, like I haven't really been doing much. Just working, and like I've got like 2 stories at work that I just genuinely I've been wanting to talk for them for a while because like this happened during the holidays. Well, can I even say that word? I feel like it's a bad word, and I don't know if I'm right.
Before we get to that, I just want to say I'm excited for some games that you're going to get to before we get away from the N64 stuff. Mm-hmm. I'm curious to hear your impressions of Body Harvest.
I knew it. I knew it.
Because I played that recently, and the last time I had played it was like the 90s. So that's all I'm going to say.
When you get to the tank game, because the tank game, I remember...
Battle tanks.
Yes,
hell yeah.
Battle tanks. You're going to get it in the Bs, so there you go. I remember that game being pretty fun. If you decide, I wonder if maybe, do you have a partner that you're trying to do like multiplayer games with, or are you just playing like one player on everything?
It's mostly one player on anything. The stuff that's like multiplayer is basically just kind of like, it's like the racing games or the baseball games. It's just like, we'll try them out, check them out, and see how they work, and then be like, all right, cool, this is passable, or no, this is not. Yeah, you know what I mean? So, well, I mean, you think about Mario Party, Mario Kart, Mario Tennis, like, Mario Golf, like all that stuff. It's just like we already know they're good, they're decent and stuff like that. And we'll showcase them and stuff like that. But I'm not gonna do full playthroughs of them. You know what I mean?
Like half an hour it's just or something like that.
Yeah, like a lot of the people have been mentioning because like what ends up happening is we end up getting the same question all the time. Are you going to showcase any Zelda? Yeah, of course we're going to showcase any Zelda. But I've already played Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask on stream. I don't know if I want to do that again. You know,
Go
Super
check
Mario
out my
64.
YouTube channels.
Yeah, it's like Super Mario 64. Like I've done that like twice. One's a single run, and then one a 120 star run. So
Yeah.
if I do it,
I
it'll
beat
probably
Chris
try
in
to
a
be one of
race,
those.
so
Yeah, it's just like it's one of those. If I do try to do Super Mario 64, it'll be like, oh, let me see if I can do the freaking 1-star challenge or like whatever. You know what I mean? But
you need to do the Green Devil challenge.
yeah, and then we get people coming in like, you know, like, oh, are you gonna do Body Harvest? Because Body Harvest was mentioned a couple of times. Jet Force Gemini, Mischief Makers, Buck Bumble, Glover,
Yeah!
Gex. You know, I'm like, yeah, and it's like some of those I'm just like, I'll play them. I just don't know if they're gonna get full playthroughs.
Yeah,
You know,
Yeah.
You got to
so-
test the waters.
I mean,
Otherwise,
Yeah.
it'd be a whole year project.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
And I
which is
think,
fine. Yeah.
I think maybe to alter your question, Corey, like if there's a co-op mode in the campaign, then maybe he would need a partner. But otherwise,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
all the campaigns are going to be single player stuff. So, and
For the
then
mo- for
the
the
biggest
majority,
thing
yeah.
you got to remember with N64, and I say this for your audience, not for you, really, Eddie, that like that had the widest range of platformers because you had Mario 64. And then you had shit like Bubsy and Earthworm Jim.
Glover.
So it's gonna be
Was
Glover's
Bubsy
solid.
on the 64? I don't think Bubsy was on the 64.
I think
thought
there is a
it
Bubsy
was-
64. I'll look it
I'm
up.
afraid to open a window and let bog everything down. So
Bubsy. We found out that Brittany loves Bubsy apparently because apparently there was a Bubsy memorial service at MagFest that Chris
Pretty
went
good.
to, and then Brittany was like, "I love Bubsy," and we were like, "Bubsy sucks," and she was like, never mind."
Yeah, there
Bubsy
was no
3D was
Bubsy-
on PS1. I don't see it on the
Yeah.
N64.
oh, okay, maybe it just
The
never
big
got.
the reason why like they're hand in hand is because like they basically like Super Mario 64 and like Bubsy 3D basically came out like months away from each other. Same
Jesus.
year. So it's just like I think Bubsy first came out and then like Super Mario 64 and then like Bubsy was just or Super Mario 64 came out first and then the people that were working on Bubsy were like we're fucked. Something like that. It's
We're
one of the
fucked.
two. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
probably.
Like it's just like so but yeah, like
Can I
I'm
add- oh,
the reason why
sorry,
this
go
is
ahead.
happening is because I am a fan of the Nintendo 64. Like I grew up with the Nintendo 64. I played a lot of the games, but
Not
there's
like
also
Somber.
a shitload that I missed. Yeah, like not like Somber or Chris. Like you know what I mean? Like so,
I have the entire library, but fuck this system.
yeah. So it's just like to me, I'm like, all right, let me actually. Once again, going back to Fox Play official, Fox Play says you can't really talk about something with such passion unless you do like completely play the game through in its entirety. I love Final Fantasy VII Remake. I think Final Fantasy VII Remake is fantastic. Fox will tell you that it's the worst piece of shit ever, and he's platinum through the entire game, and he has every right to say what he wants because he did it from back to front and got in every single trophy.
Well, you also have, I think you have a right to have an opinion on it the minute you buy it. Like,
Yeah.
Right. Well,
So-
maybe.
Right, but yeah, that's the reason why it's happening because I want to like showcase it for what it is and show that it's not completely bad and it's not doesn't deserve the hate that it gets, despite the jank that's on there. But
So are you? This is my last question for it. Are you finishing every campaign, or are you just like,
No.
okay, we've done this for an hour and a half. I cannot finish this game.
it,
Let's move on to the next.
well, it depends. Like that's what I'm saying. It's just like so we basically set up like for the first 14 games, 1080 snowboarding was on there.
yeah,
So
those
it's
are
like,
like,
okay,
fuck it.
Yeah,
fuck
so
it.
so we give ourselves like little objectives. Okay, we need to win a race. Boom. Okay, we won a race. And then somebody's like, well, why don't you try doing a 1080? Oh, there you go. That's a good challenge to start
Yeah,
doing
the
a
actual-
1080.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we start doing like little things like that. After a while, it's just like, okay, 20, 25 minutes. It's like, all right, on to the next game. You know what I
That
mean?
makes sense.
But
Yeah,
if
especially with
there's
racing games.
but if
Yeah.
there's a certain game like Banjo-Kazooie that I
Yeah.
haven't played in quite some time, it's just like, okay, this is getting a full campaign playthrough.
Yeah.
Probably not 100%, but you know,
Completion.
we're gonna beat the
Yeah.
game. Yeah.
Yeah, beat the game.
I will say only because it's early into the alphabet. Don't feel like you are obligated to do that with Donkey Kong 64 because that
Oh,
game
fuck
was
Donkey
too
Kong
long
64.
for us to
No.
good.
Well, no.
Yeah,
Well,
look.
the thing is, it's like with me, Donkey Kong. I never liked Donkey Kong Country 64. Like it was the one that I was just
Right.
like, I played it and I was like, I don't get it. And then I tried it like maybe last year randomly, and I was just like, nope, I'm good.
Look,
So
this is coming
it's
from
not
a
the
guy that
strongest
likes
rare
Donkey Kong
platformer.
Country games, and I am not a fan of 64.
yeah.
It's
So-
not the strongest rare platformer out there.
Yeah, so but no, like there's games that are gonna get like full playthroughs. Like I said, Paper Mario, Perfect Dark apparently is a big one that people are talking about
Perfect
because
Dark's a very
uh,
good game.
I hate Perfect Dark. That's where I stand at right now.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
maybe you'll play
game
it for
too,
30
so.
minutes and change your mind. So,
Well, see the problem is that like I had a friend who owned Perfect Dark, and every time we went to his house, that's all he wanted to play, and it was only multiplayer versus. So I
oh
hate
yeah.
that game because of
Yeah.
that. You see what I'm saying?
Well, you hate
Yep.
the game
Yeah.
because of a situation that happened to you. You don't hate it because the game's bad.
Well, right, but that's where I'm going in. I'm already going in with a sour taste. So
Yeah.
this whole thing is like
change
me
your
trying
palate.
to rectify. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I got you now.
But
That's
yeah,
a good thing. I like
that's
that.
basically that's basically what we're doing. But going back to work,
Yes.
and I can't even say that word. Like that's what I keep saying. I don't know
Are
if
you
it's even
talking
the right
about the
word to
first
say.
one, the SEG one?
Yeah,
You can
Sega.
say that
We
word.
talk
There's
about
nothing
Sega
wrong.
all the time.
yeah.
I
We talk
love
about Sega.
You can say the word segregation. Yes, that is
I
okay.
wasn't sure. I was just like, is it wrong? Is it whatnot?
No,
I
that
got
is
segregated at work
that is a
twice,
term.
and I don't know how. I don't know how it happened and why. And
I've
stuff
said
like
this.
that.
This is the third time I've said this. It's one of those words where you're like, I know it's not bad, but I probably shouldn't say it. It's like the word kumquat. You're like, that's weird.
Kumquat. Yeah. Well, it's last time I got called out on stream for saying a word that starts with the letter G. I'm just gonna let you think about what word that is.
Eddie, you got
And I
called
was
out
being-
on stream for eating. Who gives a shit? Like,
I know, but this one, like in particular, like had a like actual like origin to it, and I was like, okay, I see where you're coming from it. I just never used it in that sense because
think I
I
know the one
wasn't
you're
aware
talking
that
about.
was the origin.
Yeah. Let's move away from that. So
yeah, so it's just one of those things where it's just like, and people don't want me to, wear a Cleveland Indians jersey because, that's wrong now too.
No, you're good. You're allowed to say the word.
So anyhow, I got segregated at work twice to different races, I guess. Like it wasn't even the Latinos. So at some point,
So did you get segregated or did you get profiled?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Because I guess I got profiled, and then I was segregated into like the group of people, right?
Okay.
Because what ended up happening is like one day I show up to work, and like so what they do at work is they scan people's badges, and then they assign you to a station. They're like, all right, you're gonna go here, you're gonna go there, like blah blah blah, this and this and that. And I get to work on one day. And they scan my badge and they're like, okay, you're going lane 3. And I was like, okay. And I go there and there's a bunch of Filipinos. And I'm like, okay, this is interesting. So I'm just there doing my job and like everybody's coming up to me and like, hey, like speaking in Tagalog and like trying to ask me like, how long have I been working here? And I was like, oh, I don't speak Tagalog. They're like, you're not Filipino? And I was like, no, I'm Latino. And they're just like, oh, okay, bye. And then just like walk away. And I'm just like, what?
They're like, fuck you, bye.
Yeah, so I'm like, what is going on here and stuff like that. So like for the next 2 days, it's like I'm working with this group of Filipinos and I'm just like everybody's talking amongst themselves, but I don't understand what's going on. And I'm just like, did they think I was Filipino and just say like, hey, like we're gonna put this dude over here, like, and people are coming up to me. So anyway, at some point,
the first one I wouldn't question, but if it happened a second time, like you said it did, then I would be like, what's going on?
Yeah, but the second time is where they became friendly and they were offering me like lumpia and fucking food and stuff like that. And I was like, all right, cool.
Did you get profiled into the Filipinos again?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The second time.
Well, this happened. Profiled into another group. Okay.
Oh no, that happened too. That's what I'm saying. That happened too. Okay. But the first, so that's why I'm just like, apparently, what I'm trying to get to here is that people think I'm either Filipino or Samoan. Because
I would think more Samoan over Filipino, but
I don't see it either. I don't understand it. I don't get it. But you have no idea how many times I got asked, how long have I been off the island? And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Wow.
Yeah. And I'm like, yeah. They're like, yeah, what island are you from? And I'm just like, America? Like, I don't know what you mean. They're like, you're not Hawaiian? Like, you're not Samoan? And I'm like, no. What?
If you got some of them cookies, then I'm whatever you want me to be. So
there was like a week where I was hanging around with the Filipinos and like just shooting the shit and and like having a good time and whatnot. And then you get put with the Samoans another week, and like eating spam musubis and fucking, you
love
pineapples
spam
and chicken. I know, that's what I'm saying. So it's not like it was wrong.
Maybe
you know what I mean? But
I from the island and you don't know.
I just thought it was funny. I just thought it was like really, really funny, and I was just like, I don't know how I ended up here. Like it just because I see that there's like cliques and groups and
playful segregation. Like
yeah,
that's what this feels like.
So it was just fun, and I wanted to talk about that because I just found it like really hilarious.
Chris would have a field day with this story. You know he.
I
would.
know that's why I wanted him to be here for it, but well,
wouldn't have been able to get. No, it's fine because you wouldn't have been able to get through the story if Chris was here.
No, you wouldn't. We say that out of love.
So I've got some like cool Filipino friends. I got some like good like Hawaiian Samoan friends now. Like it's all good stuff. It's like, really
it's a blessing in the skies, is what it is.
Yeah. So it's just like I'll see like someone from the island. I'll be like, hey, mahalo, like what's going on, bro? Like,
fuck you, poser.
Yeah. It's like it's fucking great. So no, that's all I wanted to share about that one right there in regards to the segregation.
That's short,
story,
sweet,
right?
to the point. I like that one.
Yeah, and then go ahead. Go ahead,
Corey,
Scott.
did you say blessing in the skies?
Yes, that's the joke. That's the joke is that you say it wrong.
I wanted to make sure I heard that how I heard it. Okay,
I saw you. Sure. I saw it like going in your brain, and it took you a minute, and I didn't know you got fixated on it. So yeah, I love that.
Yep.
Sorry, go ahead.
Didn't want to get too far away from Corey possibly being an idiot, but he's not. So
hey, man, it's fine. I can
all good, all good. And then the second one. I mean, there's no way I can describe this, but it's
you can say all these words.
Yeah, grandma's monster dildo. Yeah, and basically, so we get a lot of shit returned at work. We do get a lot of shit returned at work, and like I said, so every time there's an odd item that I'm just like, oh, this is interesting. I didn't know this existed, or like this is around and whatnot, and.
Have you come across a dragon dildo yet?
That's what this story is.
Oh,
that goes to a different company.
Yeah, this is the story is. So yeah, I've come across some vibrators, sex toys. What was the one that I saw that was interesting? Yeah, no, there was one called like the Excellent toy or something like that, where basically they were pocket pussies, like disposable pocket pussies is what they were.
I love how nonchalantly you just say that word.
It is what it is, right? And so. We're supposed to sideline these items. We're supposed to sideline these items. We're like not supposed to like touch them. We're not supposed to like once you see it, it's like boom. Yeah, it's not even like about their gross. Like some of them are like not used. Most of them are not used. I should say that most of them are not used. But there are gross people out there in the world that return everything and anything. Which we will get to that podcast question, Scotty, because I did read it, and I'm just like, there's a lot that I have to say about.
There's a lot to unload here.
Yeah, awesome. But it was funny because so once again, like the way I work, it's like it's a line of workers with one person in front of me that I can always see their face and talk to if I want to. For the majority of the part, we just kind of mind our own business and whatnot. In this particular instance, there was a grandma, an abuelita, like an older lady, just sit, like right in front of me, working and whatnot, and she pulls out this like probably is about like a 12-inch box. Nice little thick boy too, maybe like about 3-4 inches wide. And like she opens it up and just like without hesitation, you get in a rhythm. You're in a motion. You're just kind of like doing things and whatnot. She gets this box, opens it up, boom, just slams it onto the fucking like the table and shit. So you see that shit just like, yeah. And I'm just like,
I love
holy
it.
Shit. You know, it's all
that's impressive, Grandma.
Fucking all that shit, and she starts like I don't know if she knew what she was doing or she was trying to figure out what it was, but it has a suction cup, right? So it's like on there and shit, and then she just starts like batting it around like. And I'm like,
like a cat.
Must be a cat toy.
Yeah, like I'm like, and I'm trying to like think like does she know what this is? Like she's not, and she's like having a field day with it.
Hey,
she's like just trying to figure out what this is, and like she's like looking at it, like just kind of going around like side to side and stuff like that. And I'm just like,
is she beatboxing
that melted? What is this thing?
And then she's like, and then she finally like looks up at me. She looks up at me. She notices that I'm looking at her. She's like, ¿Qué es esto? She's like, what is this? And I'm like, fuck. I've never been asked by a grandma, what is this?
El dildo.
Like, you know, like
This
I'm
is a
like, oh,
reverse
El
birds and the
Producto.
bees scenario.
Yeah, it's Producto del Sexo. Yeah, I was like, oh, so, and I basically told her in Spanish, I was just like, oh, it's a sex product. Like, we gotta have to sideline it. And she's like, well, how is this a sex product? And I'm like, Grandma, we're not having this conversation.
I'm not
right
showing
now.
you how to lower down on the dragon dildo,
like,
Grandma.
I'm like, we're not having this conversation right now, Grandma, unless you want to. But maybe
we gotta clock out
when we're out to lunch or something like that. Yeah, like not right now and stuff.
Holy
and she's like,
shit.
I just don't get it. What's the appeal? And I'm just like, oh, God damn it, like. Grandma.
Security!
Like, Grandma, what was it like? Anyhow. That's my grandma's monster dildo story.
What was the name that had sexo? What was that phrase again? Because that sounded like a WWF wrestler's name.
Oh, Producto del Sexo? Product for sex?
Product for sex, yeah. Producto. Okay.
Okay.
I missed
Well,
this. I missed Amazon. You can say those words. Those are fine.
Yeah,
it might work.
So I missed these. This isn't really like an Amazon confessional, but I'll take these. These are fine.
Dude, I was just like, it's funny because like she was just like there, and she was like, I don't know, like I said, I don't know if she knew what she was doing. I don't know if it was like innocent play or whatever and stuff like that. But I just thought it was great and it was hilarious. And I'm just like, here I am, never in my life that I think I was gonna be working at an Amazon warehouse, talking to a grandma about dragon dildos and shit. But here we are. This is my life.
Different strokes. It takes.
I can just picture this scenario of this lady like laying this thing out and hitting it and batting it around, and then it's all the camera's looking at her this whole time, and then it's all happening, and then hard cut to Eddie, who's just like,
yeah.
Like,
if it was a sitcom, that's what it would be.
You get zoned out. You get zoned out. I got in trouble for tossing things at work because when I get bored, I start making a game. Yeah, I start making a game out of things. So like it's like I'll start tossing things into the bin. We'll bag them up, put them all like clean them up and whatnot, and then I'm just like Kobe, like all the time, like Kobe, and then it's just like, dude, you can't toss items like because they're it's a safety hazard. They're just like
also
like,
they could
I'm
break.
Just like, no, it's closed. It's closed. It can't break.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, but still, it's a safety hazard. You know, it could land somewhere. You know, blah blah blah, whatever, and stuff like that.
Not if you're good at
it. And you forget. So, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, Grandma was probably just like, I don't know what this is, and she's in her moment doing her thing, not realizing that anybody's watching. But I'm just like, they're like,
this is.
It's a good
in
thing
your
I'm not
head,
wearing
you're like,
pants.
this is going to be a great podcast story. It's just forming. I love it.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah. Other than that, I mean, I don't know. Are we talking pickups? Are we talking about what we picked up?
Well, you've said about everything. Whatever you want to do. I don't care.
I mean, I'm going to talk about my pickup, but it goes into the story I'm going to bring up during my week. So,
well, just to be quick, thanks to Amazon because somebody returned it. I picked up the Hello Kitty Funko Pop.
You absolutely needed those.
Cup noodles. Yeah, they're pretty fun. They're pretty cute. She's so fucking marketable.
Fuck Hello Kitty.
Love it. Yeah. Look at that. Don't, man. There's a
God,
Funko Pop of her in a freaking. There's a Funko Pop of her in a freaking robot like costume and a kaiju one too.
That's cool. I will say, because the way Hello Kitty looks, she's perfect for a Funko. Like she doesn't look different. I'm like, she looked weird before, so like she's always fine. But all these other ones with the big eyes, I don't like them.
Yeah, no, she's like the perfect representation for a Funko Pop because, like you said, exactly that. It's her. Nothing changed.
Like a doll's eyes.
They haven't they crossover with like just everything in Japan with Hello Kitty?
Oh yeah, Mostly, Hello Kitty is like a fucking household name.
Yeah,
it's big. It's bigger than Paw Patrol.
Sega's done stuff with them too. There's like Sonic, Hello Kitty, and like the not Pops but other stuff. I forget.
Yeah.
That's me. I'm back.
That's Eddie. We're back. We're back and we're ready to fuck 2020. Like Scotty, you're next.
My job is balls right now, and
that's true.
Oops, looking at the wrong thing here. So I haven't done much really, but
I
started
balls.
already. Yeah, boy. I've been playing video. I've been trying to. What happened? I looked away. What happened? What did he do?
And he's cracking up at his own fucking joke about balls. I'm sorry, Scotty. You've been playing Resident Evil 3.
Yeah, well, I didn't say that yet, but thank you.
Oh, sorry.
I hate you.
This is why I'm here. So...
Thanks. Yeah, I hate your guts.
You love me.
So I've been actually playing video games or trying to start doing that. So
Fuck yeah.
Last year, the first game I beat was actually I just beat the Ring Fit game. I'm on New Game Plus of that for whatever that's worth. But
I didn't know you could beat that.
I beat Fitness.
Yeah, you attacked and dethroned God.
That's right. No, but last year I actually started out the year playing OG Resident Evil 2 through both scenarios and then played the remake. So this year I've started doing that and I beat the OG Resident Evil 3. I have only played that game through once, one other time, and I remembered very quickly why I did not like it. It's definitely my least favorite out of the first three
OGs.
games, but, yeah, no, it's I kind of wish Antichrist was here because I think he played the remake. I don't remember.
He played the remake and he loved it.
I enjoyed it too.
Gotcha.
Yet.
No, the OG, I remembered why I didn't like it because A, you can't explore since Nemesis is up your butt, and B, I think the reason people didn't like it also, and the reason it feels short is there's just not that much scenery change as the other ones, even though it goes from city to sewers to lab.
And that was one of the complaints in the beginning. People were like, "This is a lot shorter than the other one, and it's still 60."
Yeah, I thought that was hilarious.
Fucking
hilarious that the exact same complaints for the OG3 Nemesis are happening now 20 years later for the remake. I'm like, are you guys what did you think was going to happen?
Are we doomed to repeat history?
Yeah.
Well, not only that, but I felt like Resident Evil 2 remake I felt like that one had a lot more puzzles. I did enjoy it, but I felt like it slowed the game down a lot because I was always trying to figure out what the hell am I supposed to do here. And that's what I liked about Resident Evil 3, the remake, because I felt like it was more just let's just go, and not so many puzzles.
It was more Resident Evil 4. That's what it was evolving up to back in the OGs.
What's funny is the OG, having played through it, the last third of it is all puzzles, and it's almost like someone forgot until they were like, "Oh shit, we're almost done with this, but we didn't put a single puzzle in. Here's every puzzle in the fucking game." And some of them were dumb. One of them. Wait, did I look up? No, I think I looked up a safe code or something because I just couldn't be bothered. But oh man, I don't know. But that Mercenaries mode, I remember now that RE3 OG is where Mercenaries mode started with the Resident Evil series, and that's kind of fun. But it was it's not the strongest. And as much as Jill Valentine is my favorite RE character, it was just the whole time I'm making jokes, and Rachel's in the room with me while I'm playing this, how her tactical attire is a tube top and a skirt. So it's she's going club. It's kind of when you got to fight the zombie apocalypse at 5:30, but at 6 you're going clubbing or something like
there
that.
you go.
You know?
Or it's when you're playing an MMO and you're just all right, here's the male armor that looks really cool and looks functional, and then here is the girl's armor bikini. So
oh yeah. Oh, the CG cutscenes are a tube top would not hold those, but whatever, Capcom, here we go.
It's fine. We all know why we're here. So
yeah,
it was a product of its time. Yeah.
The biggest letdown was I finished OG3 and I did not get a grade at the end. It just had my time and how many saves I had done, and it didn't give me a grade. So I don't know if that means I did so bad I didn't get, because normally at the end of Resident Evil games you get a rank of A through F and S if you're insane.
You know who you need to talk to?
I don't remember.
You need to talk to Kusanagi because he probably knows.
He's more proficient on the second one. I think,
is he? Okay.
Than anything else, yeah. But no, I played through that in prep for the remake because I finally did get that, and I don't. If anybody cares enough to be like, Scotty, you're always the Resident Evil fan, whatever. The reason I'm just now getting the remake is because I was super hesitant to get the remake of 2 because that's one of my favorite games, and so I got that eventually. Finally played through that, but that's why I didn't grab 3. The remake of 3 immediately.
Fine, you got it when it was probably on sale, so you are the one that basically made out like a bandit. So
Well, in the pandemic world that we're in, I wanted to get a new copy rather than a used one. But at GameStop, new it's $30. Pre-owned is 15. So I was like,
Yeah.
this is stupid.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's usually not that big of a spread. It's usually like, well, I thought that I thought new was going to be like $20 because pre-owned was like 15 or 18 or whatever. But whatever. I also thought, crazy me, thinking like, oh, let's see if maybe GameStop's got that collector's edition with that Jill statue sitting around marked down. I couldn't find it anywhere, so it's either been moved to used or everybody online is trying to sell it for like $300 or the statue for whatever else. So
And
it's
that's
like,
the same.
so Eddie, I know you're in
oh.
GameStop all the time with your buddy. If you could keep an eye out for that statue, that'd be pretty neat. But
It was funny.
You don't
It's
need
funny
it,
because like
Scotty.
I just recently saw that right now on there. But it's not too much of a far-fetched idea. They do sometimes randomly pop out, and I actually have a friend who works
Scotty
here
is
in my
vigorously shaking his head.
well, no, because you never know. This is what I'm trying to say. Is I had a friend who got the Death Stranding baby statue. Do you guys remember that? The Death Stranding baby statue?
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. He got it for $20 because it randomly showed up at the shop, and it's just a clearance discount.
Yeah.
So it can happen.
Yeah,
It can happen.
right.
You know what I mean? So I got
Yeah.
two. I got two. I got one here in Vegas, and then I got somebody that works in Florida. So I'll make sure to let them know and be like, "Hey, yep, that's another one. Mine's broken though." Wah.
It's well, the thing is like so what I'm holding up for listeners is the Alien Colonial Marines collector's edition, which that game's boring or sucks, but it has a fucking sweet power loader like holding a Xeno, and even the box is cool. Like it's got like Xenos coming at them and stuff from the sides. This thing was well, let's see, game was probably 60, so
It's like
this was
$80,
probably
I
like
think.
80 or something.
Yeah.
But GameStop, if something new is not selling, which Colonial Marines, they'll move it to a used SKU. This got moved to a used SKU for $7.99. So I bought
Wow.
another one for the hell of it, and I just ended up giving it to my buddy AJ. So
Yeah, that's what happened when I went to GameStop and they had the DK bongos for GameCube, and I bought. They were like, these are $6, and I was like, how many you got? They're like, we got like
Everything's
6
fine.
pairs, and I was like, give me them all. I want them all.
Yeah.
And I left them in an apartment when I moved.
That's how I got my my Cade 6 statue from Destiny 2.
Ooh, that looks
Yeah. That's nice.
So,
That's how I got my
that's-
Cade
that's
6
what I
statue
mean.
from Destiny 2. Because like it was the same exact thing. Like I happened to walk in one day and my buddy's just like, "Hey, you want this statue?" And I'm like, what is that? He's like, "It comes with the game, it comes with the statue. It's like $12." And it was originally priced out for like $100. And I was like, "Fuck yeah, I'll take it."
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
I'll ask questions
My
later.
biggest regret is when I started at GameStop, those Halo 3 Master Chief helmets were everywhere. Like they were literally throwing them away. And that's the only one that my buddy AJ, I mentioned him again. He's a big Halo fan. He has all the collector's editions of all of them, but he just kind of missed that one. And I was like, I wish we were friends like a decade ago because I could have gotten that for you.
There's one helmet that I was like debating and I never ended up picking up, and I was just like, I just don't have the room for this right now. But it was the Fallout ones, like the power armor.
Jesus, the one that you could actually wear.
Yeah, and like they were going on sale for like $20. And he's just like, "Dude, I got 3 left. You want one?" And I'm like, I don't got anywhere to put this thing. Like I just don't have anywhere to put this thing.
You just gotta shop smart. You gotta wait on some of that stuff. Like
shop
I'm a sucker.
smart.
But it is. You gotta, because there's like I said with the Windjammers 2 thing, I talked myself out of that collector's edition. I was like, yes, I would like to have that CD like of the OST, but I can't justify all the other stuff for the extra $35. Like I can't.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to do better.
I did it because it was my birthday.
Fuck it. It's
That's
my
mainly why I did it.
birthday.
Yeah. That was the only thing I got. Well, I had planned on buying myself RE3 remake for my birthday, and because I like just this past weekend I finished the OG and I was going to start the remake this weekend. But then Rachel ended up getting me that for my birthday. And when we were there at GameStop, I also saw this little guy, so I was like, how about him?
Man.
And she's like, you don't need another fucking figure. I'm like, but it's only $5.
But
she's
it's
like,
Mighty
no. I'm like, all
from
right,
Sonic
fine.
Mania.
Yeah, there's like not really any Mighty. Well, there is now Mighty the Armadillo merch and stuff, but
I didn't even know about him until Sonic Mania came out. So
yeah, that's okay. But no, I started playing the remake, and I think I like it so far. I'm already decently far enough into it that I know I've missed stuff because now on the maps in the remakes they show it goes blue where you've got all the items in there. It stays red if
Right.
you haven't collected everything, and I've definitely missed stuff. But it's so I've died so much in this game because I fucking it there's a dodge button. All you have to do is hit R1, and I will be smashing that when I run by a zombie, but I somehow don't hit it, don't get it. And I don't know if the game's busted to the point that like Nemesis is on my ass. There's a zombie. I hit R1 and I dodge the zombie, but Nemesis has me by the fucking throat all of a sudden, and it's like so
Yep.
I might like if I get through it quickly enough, I might try it again to kind of just explore because I love the in-game shit that they throw in there. Like I'm sure you've seen Corey the posters in the subway where there's like Dr. Light and Dr. Wiley giving a speech or
Yep.
something like a joining
It's
of
other
the minds.
Capcom franchises. Yeah.
Go to this lecture or whatever. So I really like things like that.
The movie posters and stuff like that.
Yeah, the fake movies, and I stared at all that stuff during Last of Us and all that. But
Scotty made his own games.
So what's that?
Scotty made his own games in those games. He's like, I'm gonna go hang out and look at these posters.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I love staring at that stuff, but you can't do that when dude in a big trash bag is chasing after you with his flamethrower.
You know what?
Yeah.
Which was another thing that people were complaining about was the design of Nemesis in that game, because that's exactly what they kept calling him. He's just a dude in a giant trash bag, and I'm like, I
mean, that's Nemesis.
didn't mind it. I'm like, honestly, I didn't mind it. I was like, it's just fine. It's like it's not the best, but it's not like
the
terrible
internet,
either.
Eddie. They're gonna bitch about everything. They bitch about boob size. They bitch about boob size when they're too small, when they're too big. They bitch about everything, and we're gonna give them something else to bitch about.
I really love the biggest improvement in this game is how Jill just looks like she's covered in shit and is clearly going through PTSD.
Yeah.
And how she interacts with Carlos, who's trying to be a ladies' man, and she's just like, "Not your partner," like, and sentences like that and stuff. And I really appreciate that she looks like she just rolled through the fucking mud and then somehow is still standing despite not sleeping since the mansion incident and crap. So, character design, I guess, is what I'm saying that I enjoy. But
Scotty likes Resident Evil.
Boy, yeah.
So wait, hold on before I forget. So now that I brought that up, so for Scotty is Resident Evil Bomberman. We could say that, right? That's pretty spot on.
What?
Sonic stuff, I guess.
Sonic, yeah. I'm trying to personify games with each of us. So like, Chris is everything Dark Souls and all those kind of games. What?
Are you trying to just give us archetypes so that we have no individuality?
No, based on what we've talked about in these podcasts and how we've been enthusiastic about games and stuff like that. That don't you shake your heads.
I really don't. I don't think that I can fall into just those things.
Yeah, I'm out of here.
What? No. Yeah, sure, Eddie. He fucked up my cameras. Sure. All right. Fuck me for trying to talk about a new. We got to teach you guys how to how to do impromptu shit.
What?
Rob, dude.
Yeah.
Did not you sounded like you were trying to categorize us and saying like, all right, Scotty likes Resident Evil and Bomberman, nothing else. So don't talk about sports games. Don't talk about strategy.
Okay, how many times have you watched a YouTube group or YouTube video game group or anything like that? You're like, all right, this is blank. He's the guy that likes he's the Call of Duty guy or something like that. Like
never.
I don't believe y'all. I don't believe it.
I don't know I'm really not sure what you're talking about.
I'll be 100%. I think I just recently found out that Scotty is into Resident Evil. So I thought he was a Sega guy, if anything. So that's what I'm saying. What you're saying right now, Corey, is completely
wrong. If Chris was here, he'd agree with me. Move on.
I mean, I don't really watch any of the same influencers that you do, so it's completely.
That is true.
It might be different eras or something of YouTube, but
whatever. I don't want to talk anymore.
And to completely buck Corey's idea of me being only into this stuff, I just finished season 4 of Cobra Kai.
I need to watch that. I've been hearing really good shit about that, and also fuck you. So
I think I won't say anything because it's really easy to talk about spoilers with that. But I think season 3 was stronger, had a stronger ending. I was definitely over some of the drama in 4 with characters I did not give a shit about.
Fair enough.
Some people had their comeuppance, which was really great. And well, I mean, I guess I'll say this: like, Rachel and I have watched the first Karate Kid movie. That's the only one she's seen.
Mhm.
But I've told her like we need to watch the rest so you can watch Cobra Kai.
To get all
And
the
she's like, "Well,
references.
yeah." She's like, "Well, don't let that stop you." I'm like, "Okay." And then I just watch the series anyway. So like, it's one of
Okay.
those things I don't want to, and it's very digestible. It's very bingeable.
Right.
But no, season 4 is fun. Um,
I need to watch
and
that.
I'm curious to where it goes, but
Is all
it's
of it on Netflix? Because I remember the first season
yes.
was a YouTube premium series.
Yeah, dude, the only reason I saw the first season was my roommate's brother was over and he had back when it was YouTube Red.
Yep,
He
I
had
had
an
it back
account
then too.
and we literally watched the first season in one day, like a Saturday. And I was just genuinely amazed at how good it was cuz
Yeah.
I remember the Karate Kid movies being pretty decent. They're probably not the best in the world, but it's the 80s.
Yeah.
And or an 80s staple. Um, and yeah, pleasantly surprised. So the writing is very good. The writing is very well done. And I remember last time when I finished season 3 and silly me voicing my opinions on Facebook, a couple of people around my age were like, "You got beyond the kid's horrible acting and you like this and that and it was like so
Oh
bad here and
man.
there." I'm like, "Okay, block block block." And I guess I'm just done saying
Don't talk to people
anything.
ever again.
Yeah, it was like it was just because I was just like saying how excited I was about something. I wasn't expecting people to be like, "You're wrong." I know it's dumb to say that. I should not expect that on Facebook.
It's
But
fine, Eddie. If we wait here long enough, he'll just like talk himself into reason. So
what?
What?
no, like he's fleshing it all out. So he's like, no, I understand it now. I understand why this happened and all that stuff.
We're gonna have to start
Yeah.
our own podcast, Scotty.
Is it called
I
what?
don't like where Corey's going. I don't.
Is it called what? Because that was. I don't know if that exists. Anyway, fuck it.
No, but it's like the writing is very good because things tailor into other things. You wonder why someone's introduced, and then later on you're like, "Oh, that makes sense," and then
They
it's
set
all the
up
more
and
reason
pay
to go
off.
like, "Oh shit, that happened and this happened and that."
Yeah.
So it's just and it kind of leads me to think maybe not total remakes, but things can be okay. And I say that because someone just either it was leaked or someone said or whatever, but I guess they're remaking Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah.
I saw the
And
trailer
someone
for
was
it.
like, someone's like, no, don't do this. And then someone else was like, fucking give it a chance. Cobra Kai is better than any of the Karate Kid movies, so just shut up and let people make stuff. And I'm like,
Well, I
that's
mean, it's a trend. Everything's getting like a reboot or a remake or a continuation.
Right.
Of
Hollywood
something.
has
It's just
no
like
original ideas.
Saved by the Bell, freaking Fresh Prince of Bel Air. That show, How I Met Your, what was it? How I Met Your Dad, How I Met Your Mom.
Mother?
It's getting How I Met Your Father.
Oh,
with Hillary
everyone
Duff.
wanted that, right? I mean, look, we live in a world where Big Bang Theory
Bob
exists.
Saget was the narrator.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, we didn't talk about that. Rest in peace. Rest in power. Bob Saget.
Yeah.
That sucked.
Yep.
But fuck. What was I gonna say? Hey, I don't know what I was gonna say. That's a dumb sequel. I don't know who asked for it. Who did we need it? Like, are we good? I thought the ending of How I Met Your Mother was kind of flaccid from what I've heard from people. So it's like they have a new series of Dexter, right? Well, apparently they botched the ending of this too. So they have two endings to Dexter that are bad. So I guess it was another season, but whatever. So, but no, I need to check out Cobra Kai. I've been hearing good things about it.
It's good. It's fun. You'll know by the first season whether or not you want to bother with it, but it's so digestible because each episode's only like half an hour or something.
Yeah. I watched the first season in its entirety too, just like Scott, just one day, one sitting. I was like, damn, like this is good. And then I just never followed up with it. There's even a video game for it. There's like a beat 'em up that came out not too long ago, but it's like
Yeah.
That's long. That they waited too long to do a Karate Kid associated game.
Well, I think they also there's like people like Karate Kid, like we did good with the Karate Kid or Cobra Kai, like push it all out there now, and then I bet you they didn't think they were gonna make it to season 4. So
maybe not. No, I think the strongest thing about that show is it's really good at showing the gray areas. There's not just this is the good guy or this is the
Yeah.
bad guy. It's very
Because
good
that's not how
at
it is. It's
portraying
not
that,
cut and
so.
dry like that sometimes.
Yeah, it's really not anymore. So it's interesting. Yeah, I'm surprised we were able to talk that much about Cobra Kai without spoiling anything.
Yeah.
And it was my birthday over the weekend, so I mentioned a couple of pickups
Happy
with
birth.
RE3 remake, thank you, and Mighty the Armadillo, and Rachel got me a small Dreamcast, which is a phone charger that I can't use
Oh.
because my phone's outdated.
Oh, is that what it
Yeah.
was?
Set it on top, yeah.
Oh, well, you're getting a new one.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
there you go.
But it's
I was like, when I
looks
saw
like-
it, when I saw it, I was like, did he get another?
I know.
Dreamcast?
I saw his
I was
Twitter
like,
post. He's
why?
like, "Hey," he's like, "When did you guys get your Dreamcast Mini?" And I was like, "What the fuck is that?" Like,
Yeah.
That's
So
pretty
it's just
cool.
yeah, I set it next to my Genesis Mini to troll people a little bit, and
I love it.
And then I also got Transformers Back to the Future crossover
Ooh,
comic book.
Oh,
So
there you go.
I guess it like just came out. Didn't even know this was.
Did
a
you see?
thing.
I don't know if it's in the current arc or some arc that just recently happened, but apparently, like Optimus Prime is the leader of the Decepticons now.
I have not.
spoilers!
Dude, I don't care. It's on the cover.
I never tried to keep up with Transformers comics because, like, by the time I knew they existed, it was
were
like
way
I don't
too
even know where to
behind.
start. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
that's
I want the
unfortunate.
toy.
I want the
Oh, yeah,
toy.
the
There's
DeLorean
there's a
turns
DeLorean
into
that turns into a Transformer. Yeah.
Oh my
Gigawatt
god.
is his name.
Yeah,
And then-
Gigawatt. That's so great.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want it.
And then my friend Sarah got me this for my birthday on Blu-ray. Project Echo, the anime.
Oh, nice.
Movie.
I don't think I've ever seen
first
that
one.
one.
Is that a hentai?
This is
No.
No.
This
It
is one
looks
of the
a-
first anime
should be.
movies I ever saw because it's from I think like '94 or
It
something.
looks a lot like Ranma 1/2 or Ranma 1/2. A little bit.
It's-
Ramine?
No, not
It's not
Ranma.
at all.
Yeah.
That's what the original cover looked like. If you
Oh, that looks much better. This is great for audio podcast.
Yeah. I'm trying to find. I want to say it was '93 or '94, but I can't. But it doesn't matter that
Was
much.
that
But,
when it came
no.
to America or when it came out in Japan?
Just when it came out. It has a weird release history where it was on VHS and Laserdisc for a while, and then eventually on DVD in like 2002, and
Okay.
then it might have been under like ADV Films or something that just disappeared, and no one could
Oh.
legally release it again. So it literally this year or 2021 it got put on Blu-ray because somebody found the negatives when they were looking for something else. So
It's like with Dawn of the Dead, where it's just like you got this version and then you got this DVD collector's version, and then that's it. So hope you have it. So that's cool.
yeah, so
Awesome.
I'm excited to see. It might be horrible. It might not be as great as I remember, but like
There's some animes
like
that
this.
I remember that were not good as an adult.
Yeah, I remember in the same weekend I watched this, Ninja Scrolls, and Akira. So what a
Oh,
weekend
wow.
for
That was a hell of a
for
weekend.
young Scotty Moe,
Yeah.
who was probably too young to be watching any of that stuff. but,
Probably, especially Akira. So
yeah.
No Ghost in
so-
the Shell? Did you say Ghost in the Shell was in there too?
No, Ninja Scroll.
Oh,
Ninja Scroll. Ninja Scroll
Almost
too.
with-
Yeah, you shouldn't have been watching that.
Nope, not at all.
Not at
Almost
all.
what people call, I forget what people consider the holy trinity of anime movies.
Trinity!
Akira, Ninja Scroll, might be Ghost in the Shell. I don't know what the other one is. Pat
Might be
Labar,
Ghost.
Pat
Labar.
Labor.
Yeah, Full Metal
It's
Panic.
Tenchi Muyo, Dragon
Uh-huh.
Ball, and
I like how he started with the slice of life anime right away.
yeah, Tenchi Muyo. It's what was it? I didn't know
Harem anime.
that there was a harem anime. Someone told me that it's like, you like harem animes? I'm like, what the hell's a harem anime? There's like basically Tenchi Muyo, and I was like, I looked it up and I was like, I really do enjoy harem animes.
And
apparently.
he's like,
Yeah.
there you go. It's like, oh, I guess I
Yeah,
do
I was like,
harem
all right,
anime.
I guess I do. Yeah.
There you go. All right, so so Eddie's the harem anime guy. I guess
Yeah.
I'm the
Slice of life, and then I'm the big robot anime guy, and then Chris loves Goblin Slayer. So there, I just archetyped y'all again. So,
mhm,
There it is.
mhm.
I
I
keep
remember
tabs on
forever
y'all.
ago, I don't know how this happened, but I was getting anime VHSs monthly in the mail, and I have like the first 7 tapes of Slayers and stuff.
What?
So
What?
That's cool.
yeah, I every time I talk about this, everybody's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Like it was some Funimation mailing list that I ended up on somehow that I
I
don't.
wish I'd have got
remember.
on that list. That'd have been awesome.
So
So, all right, is it my turn? My turn.
sure is.
Your turn.
Weave. Well, I already talked about COVID. I got COVID for Christmas. That shit sucked. And I don't want it again. So I'm not going anywhere. So quick rundown on there. I don't know.
I love how during your streams you were saying to your buddy Fox Mac, or whoever you were playing Monster, you're saying like, I guess I'm just gonna keep not going anywhere, not seeing anybody, and then I chime in the chat. I'm like, we just hung out in September, asshole.
Well, I mean, yeah. Well, compared to like how we used to be able to hang out, or like when I, like, just like, yeah, I got to hang out with my friends 5 months.
Yeah, I was just making a joke that you forget.
No, I did not. How could I ever forget that many chili dog shots of G Fuel? So.
Oh, I still gotta take that.
Do you?
What? You gotta take
one?
one?
Yeah, didn't Scotty, you had said that you were gonna like hand it over to me or something like that, right? I was like, I'll drink it, I'll see what's up or something like that. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
It never happened.
I don't know if I'll be able to send that to you, but
it's just it wouldn't be so bad if it didn't stink up the fucking house too. Like it was so bad.
Yeah. I think our trash can finally no longer smells like it somehow.
Finally, Jesus.
Yeah.
I've been just focusing really hard on the YouTube stuff. Like we're up to 7 days a week now. We recorded. I can't believe Somber finally got back to me. And I was like, Somber, you want to record Donkey Kong Country? He's like, sure, let's do it. We sat down, beat Donkey Kong Country in 3 hours, and I was just like, cool. You gave me 8 episodes, so that's a month of uploads. So now we're up to 7 days a week. So
fuck yeah.
We're playing with YouTube ads. We're seeing what works. A lot of the Legend of Dragoon episodes are getting inactivated for reasons, so those are fine. Mega Man Legends and Shovel Knight and Donkey Kong Country are carrying the channel right now, so I'm fine with that.
Mega Man Legends, we're almost done.
Chris and I sometimes talk about some fucked up shit that YouTube's not ready to hear. All right, so that's what it is.
Gotcha.
Sensitive events. So I really think it's because we talk about the word COVID, and I think that flags because I've seen.
Oh, that does.
Game Grumps says their euphemism for COVID is the Backstreet Boys reunion tour. That's what they call it. So they don't.
So we got to have our own.
I know we got. So what are we gonna say? It's got to be a punk band that's coming back.
Oh, okay. You put me on the
Scotty's
spot.
on the spot.
I know, right? I'm like,
no. We don't have to say one now. We can think
if I'm the pop punk guy, Chris is the metal guy. I'm sorry, I'm the ska guy.
Yeah. Oh God, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We don't
have
just
to talk about the
Mighty
Mighty Boss Tones or something.
We don't have to talk about it now. We can come up with it. So
somebody I saw online. Scotty, did you post this or did it just come across? And I should have shared it with you. Where somebody posted. Someone asked me to describe ska to them once. And the best way I can describe it is by saying, think of a kid who just got extra mozzarella cheese sticks, and that's what's going on in his head right now.
I've heard of that, or maybe I saw you post that. I don't know. I don't understand the correlation, but yeah, I did see that.
I'm all for
shit. It's
I'm
happy.
all for
it's like,
surprise mozzarella sticks. So
I guess so. Yeah.
But no, yeah. The series are going pretty. Yeah, Scotty said. We got one more recording. I've been doing off stream grinding in Mega Man Legends. We got the optimal loadout. We just I got a Zenny grind. I got to get some money.
Speaking of, that is the only definitive way to play Mega Man Legends is on the 64, and I can't wait for that.
Oh, it's not. It is.
Yes,
not.
It is. Yes, it is.
Jesus
all right.
Christ.
The only way to play Resident Evil 2
is
on the 64.
I have to. That's the first one that has a built-in randomizer in any. Actually, it's the only one that has a built-in randomizer. Is RE2 on the N64. So
there it is.
I think the Mega Man Legends 64 has something the PS1 doesn't, but that doesn't mean it's better. And I know he's trolling, but you know.
Look, after editing that footage and like getting through doing some of the grinding, and like doing the racing over and over again, the game is pleasant is what I'll say. The controls are tough. If you want to try and play this game, learn the controls and learn how everything works in the world, and then don't make a YouTube series out of it. Just play it. So
yeah, it's if you want to treat it like an open world game, don't make a series out of it.
No. If you want to do that in a stream though, stream game, I think it's a good stream game. Because it's only like you can beat it in like 8 hours, right?
If you know what you're doing and you actually
We don't.
Yeah.
So
Nope.
but no, Donkey Kong Country went well. Somber is, I mean, surprise, he fits right fucking in. So he's down to do more. I want to bring him on for possibly more of the Donkey Kong Country series. We might just fucking go through all of them. Like, I'm gonna make him play 3, and then he'll never want to hang out with us again. So, because 3's pretty bad. I'm not a fan of it. But
well, is there any way that you can play the third version, but the was it the Game Boy Advance?
that is
one?
exactly what Somber said in the video.
Well, that's why I'm
recording.
bringing it up. Yeah, because like
could,
it's just yeah, if you guys can play that together, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, surprise! It's
What's
really
the-
easy to emulate GBA games too. So,
Are there are there drastic differences? Like, is that a super different
I think
game, really?
for sure the music's better, and I think maybe they made the collectathon, because that third game is where they really push in, like, hey, you got to collect all this shit, and then it makes sense because Donkey Kong 64 was the next game they made, and that just took it to a next level. So
Wow.
maybe they calmed down on some of that, but Somber just basically said the music sounded better in the GBA versions.
So it's a port, though, is what I'm.
Yeah, it's a
kinda
port
asking.
with maybe some
Okay.
quality of life updates. So I don't know,
Interesting.
but no, yeah, series are going good. Ledger of Dragoon, we're almost off disc 2 finally. But it's tough. We got a long way. Chris, I just told Chris, like, just be aware you're always gonna play this game with me. So, but yeah, we got Scotty's been thinking of some new ideas. I'm not going to announce what the next series might be after Mega Man Legends, but we can work something out because we got crazy schedules and all that. But that one racing
It's not
game
Mega
you showed
Man
me,
Legends 2. You need to write.
I can't do it that unless Scotty plays it. Like, unless Scotty plays it and captures it. But we might. When you get into a Let's Play series like this, you need to realize we got to take a break from a series for a while. Like,
Well,
you do all the
we
Dark
had
Souls games back to back.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's the way that we all dove into this is you picked a fucking JRPG, an action adventure, like light sandbox game,
Yeah.
and then
Final
beat 'em
Fight.
ups, or not even beat. Well, yeah, brawlers, side scrollers, things like so.
Yep. I mean, Eddie's already winning. Me and him have beaten a series. We beat a game already. So Eddie's ahead of y'all.
True.
Beat a game in your first recording.
Mm-hmm.
We should have made that
In
one
one
episode.
recording, yeah.
We should have made
Yeah.
that one episode because this could have just been a 45-minute episode. But anyway, YouTube series is going good. The numbers took a little dive in December, just the growth, like the process of it. But I think we're gonna play with it some more. Streams. I'm also doing more streams on YouTube and Twitch. So I've been playing. Surprise, surprise! Monster Hunter Rise came out on the 12th, I think, and it's pretty good on PC. It's really
And
good.
that's all the time we have for that. Good night, everybody.
No, give me my platform, damn it. Where's my soapbox? Get me on it. No, it's good. It's a good game. Resolution, the monsters look great on the PC version. Load times, phenomenal. The load times are you forget how quick the load times are, because usually in the Switch version, you could go into a quest, you're like, all right, I got a minute. I'm going to go grab something to drink. I'll be right back. Not with the PC version, but it's fun. We've been, my buddy Foxmac and I have been playing it, and then we got Brittany, Sailor Corellia, got it last night. She's been leveling up her character, and it's fun. Hopefully Kenny will get it, because we need a solid 4th to go on quests and everything. Brittany almost brought Christian Chaos to the party, but she decided not to. So, because she remembered what Christian Chaos looked like. For people that don't know, Christian Chaos was Eddie's Monster Hunter character, and he made him like super emo pop punk. And he just had like the faux hawk, and like he had all this face makeup and all these face tattoos. He looked like he was from Papa Roach, is what he looked like. So, it's good.
Man.
But no, Monster Hunter Rise, surprise, it's fucking good, and I'm gonna be playing the shit out of it. I'm gonna be streaming it more. I've decided that the streams on YouTube and Twitch are gonna be games that would normally not be good for a Let's Play series. So like Enter the Gungeon, Darkest Dungeon, another game that ends with Ungeon. So
yeah.
you gotta check out that Blazing Beaks game.
The Blazing Beaks game looks really good. It looks like, from what it looks like, It looks like Enter the Gungeon, but like not as stressful as Enter the Gungeon is. But I play the shit out of it. It looks fun. Lots of indie games like that I want to play and stuff. So we'll see. And then my only pickup that I really have for pickup, besides, I think we already talked about Christmas. So we talked about all the Christmas pickups and all that stuff. But I picked up.
Yeah, charcuterie boards or whatever.
The charcuterie board. That's how you say it.
Charcuterie.
But I picked up because it was only $7.50, and because I saw apparently Johnny Knoxville is going to be in the Royal Rumble. Eddie can confirm this for me. And I just saw it. When I saw Johnny Knoxville jump in that ring and flip Sami Zayn out, it just made me very happy of the times when Jackass, the movies, like the first movies were coming out, because they're doing this to promote Jackass Forever. That's coming out in early February. I didn't realize how excited I was for Jackass Forever until it's starting to get closer and closer to it. So seeing them on WWE or for the Royal Rumble and all that stuff, I'm like, oh man. So I got the Jackass 7 movie collection on Amazon for $7.50. And I was just like, that's $1 a movie. So if you want to join, I don't know if this is going to work.
The fucking Discord.
Join the fucking Discord so we can have Jackass watch parties to get ready for the new one coming out in February.
Holy crap.
Well, just to clarify, it's not 7 Jackass movies, right? It's like 1 through 3, the bonus 2.5s, and then
it's 5 Jackass movies and then 2 Bad Grandpa movies. You have Jackass 1, Jackass 2, 2.5, 3, and 3.5, and then Bad Grandpa 1 and Grandpa 0.5.
Jesus Christ, there was more than one Grandpa.
Grandpa, but they
Team Ramrod.
They shot so much footage. They were just like, we can't let it go to waste. We might as well just put it out again. So and I'm a sucker for it. I'll lap all that shit right up. I love why it makes me feel happy to go back to, like, 'cause I was watching Jackass 3 a couple months ago, and I rented it on YouTube and probably watched it 7 times in the 24 hours I had it. Like, I don't know, those movies, it's amazing to go back and look at that franchise of Jackass, because I remember watching Jackass back when MTV was, like, starting to transition from good MTV to bad MTV. And when I say that, bad MTV is all these fucking reality shows. Kids don't remember old MTV. But it was just like, it was Jackass, Wild Boys, Viva La Bam. I'm pretty sure we talked about this before. But
I'm sure.
I just, at the end of the day, I love this franchise. It's just a franchise that I've, like, kind of forgotten for a long time. And I forgot I owned the PS2 game. There's a PS2 Jackass game. Like,
there is?
It is. It's from what I remember, and I guess I should look it up, but I want to say it's like in the engine that Grand Theft Auto was in. But
no.
I don't know. I got to look it up. Not jackass.com. That's going to take me to somewhere I don't want to go. So
Forgotten games,
JackassPS2.com. You'll find it.
There you go.
Oh, I'm looking at it right now. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to do goofy shit to, like, it's like,
I remember there was a shopping cart on the cover of that as well.
It's crazy, man.
Maybe
it's nuts, but no, I think I'm excited to see that. Of course, this new one's not going to have Bam or Ryan in it, obviously, but I think it's like they're bringing in the next generation of Jackass in this movie, because there's a lot of faces I don't know, except Eric Andre, whose face gets hit with a fucking.
Well, it's like Eric Andre. I think they're all more like celebrities. It's like Eric Andre, Machine Gun Kelly, and I think some of them might be their kids involved too.
Yeah.
But I mean, it just, I mean, I don't think, do you think there'll be another Jackass movie after this?
Probably not after this one. Like, I didn't think there was going to be another Jackass after 3. Yeah, it might be something else.
I will
like
happily see Machine Gun Kelly get the shit kicked out of him, though.
He gets hit by the big hand thing. I mean, dude, come on. Like, I think of Jackass 3, and I think of the big hand skit with the soup, where he's just like, he fell for the soup! Like, it's just, you know what this is? It's comfort food. That's what this is. Where you're just like, that's fine. It's not too great, but it makes you feel good when you watch it, so let's just jazz it up. So, yeah.
So, Corey's a Jackass guy.
Yeah.
Right? So...
Eddie's Beavis and Butthead. No.
That's right.
Scotty's Eon Flux. So
Oh
No.
shit!
Hell
That show scared me as a kid. So
I do not like eyeball horror, so I'm out of that.
No, I'm
immediately.
good on that. But no, I mean, I'm thinking back. School's starting back up, so we're gonna see how that fucking goes. I'm going into my last semester, and we'll be done with this shit. Holy shit, this Jackass game has a 4.6 out of 5 and a 94% liked rate. That's crazy.
I don't think it's something tells me that doesn't hold up, but whatever.
Who's ready for that series? I'm fucking ready. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Topical. People will start watching our videos because of the movie. But anyway.
Don't think like that.
Anyway, I'm trying to think of other stuff. I haven't really gotten anything. I've been trying to be more frugal because I'm trying to pay off Christmas bills and shit like that. So, but no, just making more content with my friends, playing more Monster Hunter. I've been playing a lot of Halo Infinite. Halo Infinite's fucking fun, man. I did not think I was gonna get back
Even
into
James
Halo
Cameron
Infinite.
thinks so.
Oh, is James Cameron playing
He
it?
tweeted about it. Or
Oh,
not,
shit.
shit. John Carpenter.
I was
get my
about to
James
say
mixed
John
up.
Carpenter's the one that loves Xbox. So.
Yeah. Whatever.
I love it. So, but no, that's basically been what I'm doing. Just working on shit, enjoying my time off when I don't have COVID, and that's it. Just playing.
When I
some video
don't have
games.
COVID.
When I don't have COVID. So I think we're gonna go on a quick break because we've been talking for like 2 fucking hours. We're gonna come back. We got a short little news story. We got a new segment we're gonna discuss before we get into questions. So if you guys want to check it out, stick around. We'll be back in about I guess about 5-10 minutes. We'll be right back.
Yeah, not that.
Yeah. Out.
great for cleaning banisters.
Oh, Juge Cat.
This is April O'Neil with Channel 6 News. We're here at what should be the site of the Statue of Liberty, but moments ago, minions of the Shredder appeared with unknown technology and quickly vanished along with the entire statue. Police have cordoned off the area and we are awaiting a response.
You know I will save the world.
Checking 1 2. Checking 1 2. Yeah, they can hear us.
Testicles.
Man, that has become the way I test chat now. The testicles.
Testicles?
Get something with a consonant in there, you're good to go.
There we go.
Gonads.
Oh boy! All right, so we got a news article. We got a pretty fun news article. We don't have this. It's no Blizzard bullshit or Ubisoft.
Well, Corey's saying that
because
because Corey's probably the Mario Kart guy. I mean, I guess I'm the Diddy Kong racing guy.
Oh, man.
Eddie, I don't know if he likes racing games.
San Francisco
Fine.
Rush.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're not. What about what's the one with the really funky beat that's on the one that broke Graham in the marathon on Dreamcast? Re something. Revolt. Revolt. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a Revolt man.
That
Is what
is-
I am. So
Okay, Revolt is not known for its soundtrack, but okay, I was
that
really
soundtrack's
lost.
funky as shit. So anyway, the rumor on the Twitterverse is that there might be a new Mario Kart 9 is reportedly in development with a new twist. Let's see. We're pulling this article from IGN, and according to an industry analyst, Mario Kart 9 is currently in quote-unquote active development, will have a new racing twist, and could be teased this year. The speculation surrounding the game comes from Tokyo-based industry analyst Dr. Sirkin Toto, who, when writing his predictions for the upcoming year for GameIndustry.biz, said that a new entry in the beloved race series is on the way. Quote, I am aware Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is still selling very well on the Nintendo Switch, but Mario Kart 9 is in active development.
That's ridiculous.
Right? And he said before, saying that Nintendo, quote, could tease their next entry of the franchise this year. I'm not going to go through the rest of the article, because if you want to, you can go check it out over on IGN. It shows some of the tweets and stuff like that. But the whole reason I bring this up, with the Mario Kart Tour and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe doing so well, what are our predictions on what the twist is in Mario Kart 9?
What was the big thing in 8?
The big thing in 8 was
the big thing in 7.
Going up, and that's basically what it was your wheels turned into hover things, and you could go up on the walls, and the tracks were like upside down and all that stuff too, and you would hit each other, and when you hit each other, you boosted in that mode off of each other. And I think that was one of like the main things on there. So
All right.
I honestly don't know. I don't know what could be the new twist on it, unless they're trying to bring back like Mario Kart Double Dash or some shit like that.
No, I don't think so. If I had to put any money into it, honestly, and I would hope Nintendo is smart enough to do this with their mobile game and everything going on and whatnot, and going through actual locations, I think it would be smart of them to make a Mario Kart World Tour type of thing.
Yeah.
Where like the tracks are not just only the Mushroom Kingdom, but also based off of like actual places.
Like the Taj Mahal.
And maybe make it more like Diddy Kong Racing, where you fly through these areas too, and not just go-kart in them.
You think they're going to do
But they did that already with parasails.
Yeah.
Or hang gliders or something.
Maybe
Man,
they're
it was
just
just,
gonna
like a plane. It was just like a plane, and they did it before Sonic and All-Star Racing transformed.
Well, since you're bringing up Sonic and All-Star Racing Transform, I think like if they went that route, they're just like, all right, you'll change into different things. I'm like, wow, we're just really straight up stealing, huh? Like that's what we're doing now.
They should do that though. I think they could do it. But I like where Hetty's head's at. I like where Hetty's head is at. Because that was what I loved about if not for the quality actual gameplay and feel of Sonic Transformed, the tracks were amazing. And I was blown away by how much effort was put into the detail of the tracks, which you zip through and like barely actually see the scenery. So I think that would be really cool if you had not just the Mushroom Kingdom, but also had, they could definitely make a level out of Kirby's Forgotten World land.
Oh yeah, or anything in the Kirby world.
Anything in the Kirby world.
Which
Kirby
could
in a race car.
Which could be a different route too. What if that's what it ends up becoming, like Mario Kart All Stars, where they just start guesting like people from other franchises and stuff like that. Just like Link is in Mario Kart 8 and stuff like that. But yeah, like, oh, we're going to Kirby, we're going to Dreamland, but now Kirby's a playable character.
Let's just make a Nintendo Kart Racer. Yeah.
No, Nintendo Kart All Stars.
Yeah, I think And I was gonna get cynical when you told me the upgrade in 8 was that you can go on walls, and I'm like, okay, that's barely a difference. But also, don't fix what's not broken. You don't need to add that much to Mario Kart
No,
because it is such a quality
always
product.
makes money.
But that in mind, yeah, I had to look up like it came out the Mario Kart that is still selling well now on the Switch, the
Mhm.
actual that game that iteration released initially on the Wii U in 2014. They
Yes,
are long overdue for an upgrade.
almost 10 years
But
of Mario Kart 8.
yeah, that's ridiculous. It's getting in like GTA 5 range here now almost.
Mhm.
But
And what's crazy
I
is it's
think
still fun.
I
Well,
think that it
it's
would be a logical step to add different tracks over a drastic gameplay update because
Yes.
also let's be honest, like Mushroom Kingdom is starting to become like the Green Hill Zone of
Yep.
fucking Mario Kart. You know,
Yep.
yeah.
I
like
mean,
you could see it in your
I mean,
sleep. You've done it so much.
yeah.
ultimately, it could also become one of those things where like we're thinking, oh, like they could do this, they could do that, and maybe they want to they want to strike lightning twice, like the same thing we did with Smash Brothers, and they're going to be like, all the tracks are included
From
in
all
this
the
next
other
one.
games.
And that's all it is. It's just a Mario Kart mashup of all the freaking tracks that have ever existed.
Mario
Didn't they
Kart
do that
Ultimate.
in DS? Wasn't the DS version the first one to be like, we've got the GBA tracks, we've got
Yes,
the
they brought
64
some other
tracks.
tracks
I
back
forget.
from the older games. Yeah, that might
Yeah,
have been
but
the GBA version too. Anyway, sorry.
yeah, but Mario Kart 8 doesn't have all the tracks.
No.
It's
I don't know, I
selective
haven't played
tracks.
this
Yeah,
one.
that's
No,
what I'm
yeah.
saying.
Now, if
Yeah.
they were just like, let's do all the tracks from all the games, you're like, oh, now we got 200 tracks. Like,
Yeah, well, yeah. Think about it, and let's say they do include some of the tracks that they have on the World Tour app or whatever and stuff like that, the Mario World Circuit, because those are
Yeah.
essentially the real life locations. So I'm gonna look it up while you guys talk more about this.
I think so. I'm trying to think of what you're right. You're right. It doesn't have to be some drastic mechanic because like they're still making so much money off of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It's crazy. But it could just be like I think it might be that. I think it might be an amalgam of what we've been talking about, where if maybe they're just gonna be like, here's all the tracks, and then also it's all the new tracks are from like here's Kirby, like you said. It's just gonna be like it would be awesome if it was just like a mixture of everything we were talking about here. So I don't know.
There's been 64 Super Circuit. Which one's that one?
That's the GBA one. There's also a Super
Okay.
Nintendo version.
Okay. Double Dash.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, Super Nintendo.
Yep.
DS.
Yep.
The Wii, and
Yep.
then 7 was the Wii U.
7 was no, 7 was a
7 was
handheld.
DS.
Yeah,
Mhm.
might have
7
been
was
3DS.
handheld.
Yeah,
3DS. 8 was the Wii U,
yes.
which is now on this.
8
so we're not gonna
Deluxe
count that
is on
again.
the Switch.
And then I don't know what Mario Kart Tour is.
That's the mobile
What is
app.
that?
That's the mobile game.
Okay, and then Home Circuit if you want to count that, but I wouldn't. That's the IRL Mario Kart.
That's
So
the dog
there's-
chaser cart.
Yeah. Wait, what did you say Tour was? I'm sorry.
Tour is the mobile game.
Mobile game. Okay, so we'll say 8 console-ish
Yeah.
or 8
That's why it's called Mario
mainstays.
Kart 8.
Well, I was but Tour came after 8 and it's not called 9. So
that is true.
you know,
That's true. I'm not gonna fault you on that one. So that is true.
yeah. So it's yeah. I always, as hard as it is for me to admit this because I love Sonic Transform so much and it drives me bonkers when Corey says anything that like when we're playing that game he's like, this is just like Mario Kart.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
want to choke him through the
Jesus
internet.
Christ.
Uh-oh, what did
But
Eddie
the reason
find?
I say that is because Mario Kart really is a formula that kind of I wouldn't say they perfected it immediately. I would say 64 they did because Super Mario Kart is hard to go back to.
Super Mario Kart. Chris and I just talked about this. It's not a good game. No. Foxmac and I just talked about it. We don't think it holds up. It was good for when we had it, but it
Right.
doesn't hold up very well.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't say
compared to the original Mario Kart, it's better. It's way better.
Wait, what are you talking about?
You're talking about Mario Kart 64, right?
No,
Like,
I'm talking about
Kart.
Super Mario Kart. Super Mario Kart.
Oh yeah,
is the
no,
one
Super
that's
Mario
tough.
Kart. Yeah, it does
I
not
was
hold up
saying-
as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying like we're talking about a series that was already almost perfected when it started. Not
Yeah.
with Super, but with 64, they pretty much got
Yeah.
it. You know,
Often imitated, never challenged. Diddy Kong Racing was probably the closest thing to it.
Yeah, and I've gone back.
between that and 64. I like Diddy Kong Racing better, but that's with my same logic of why I like Sonic Adventure 1 better than 2, because I just like having a world that
Yeah.
connects everything that you have. They didn't have to put it in there. They could have just
You
had a
can fly
level
around the
select
hub. Yeah.
menu.
Yeah, well, I had recently tweeted about this too because like I had posted that one of the first games that I ever stayed up all night playing was Diddy Kong Racing.
Yeah.
Like I remember like renting that as a kid, which was like I brought it up because it was like during my birthday week as well. And I went to the video store, rented the game, came home, and like just stayed up all night playing that game.
With
but
no
I have
memory card.
no recollection of what that game is. I still remember more Mario Kart 64 than I do Diddy Kong
Yeah.
Racing.
Perfect. Get
But
ready
I
for our
remember-
YouTube series of Diddy Kong Racing.
There you go.
Jesus, I
What
remember
I
with Diddy
found.
Kong
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, go.
No, you're good. You're good.
I was just gonna say with Diddy Kong, I remember as much as my friends and I played the shit out of that. Aside from the actual multiplayer, like we would switch off on single player races. Multiplayer is not strong with Diddy Kong Racing, but I remember we played that so much, but still just were not good enough to unlock TT, who was the time trial clock dude.
Yeah.
I remember we
The
like as
fastest
much as
character.
we played this game and we loved it, and we're like, we gotta unlock, we can't do it. Fucking slapping the Game Shark. I remember we got to that point where like we want all the characters, but we can't do it. Just put the code.
Yes. TT's tough to get. I like the Rooster.
Yeah.
The Rooster's really good. But
In. Yeah.
no, Diddy Kong Racing's good. Yeah, I don't know. What'd you find, Eddie? Newsflash.
Approximately 140 tracks total.
Between all the 8 games.
But that's
Between all
like
the mm-hmm.
there's such finite differences. I feel like
But there's also like
'Cause I
donut
remember in
planes
Double
1 through
Dash-
5. Like
yeah, I remember playing. I forget which one it was, but I remember playing one where it's like, oh, we're now on this level of Mushroom Kingdom. I'm like, didn't we just play that? No, this is
Mhm.
technically a different track.
different
somehow?
area,
I don't
yeah.
know.
It's like different
Oh.
variations of like the Mario circuit or the Luigi circuit, or like you said,
Yeah.
Peach's Castle and stuff like that. I
Right.
mean, ultimately, what it could be, like I said, it could be a combination of things. Who knows? If anything, Smash Brothers was the beginning of something that started bringing all this stuff from the past and putting it in together, making sure that everybody gets a bountiful of whatever it is. Mario Party, what the hell is it called? The one that just came out is doing the same thing by taking the best of the best.
Yeah.
Is it
Yeah,
just called
putting it
Super
on
Mario-
here.
Super Mario Party.
So
Superstars.
Super Mario Party was the first one on the Switch, but then the recent one that's called it's like Superstars or something like that. Yeah, I don't know.
I didn't even
don't-
know there was another one.
Yeah, there's 2.
Yes.
And the
Jesus
second one only
Christ.
has 5 tracks or 5 levels.
Mhm. Yeah.
Uh,
And so, I mean, they could very well. They could
Oh.
very well much do an homage to like, hey, we're giving you the Mario Kart experiences. This is a central hub. You get to go to whichever world you want. There's challenges and stuff like that, and play the respective courses. I don't know. Maybe I'm asking too much. Maybe I'm thinking too much. In the end, it could very just be another Mario Kart
Give
with updated tracks.
give me the Mario Kart. Give me a new Mario Kart with a online hub I can drive around and like do shit in. Like you would see like in
That'd be
fighting
cool.
games like Guilt or Dragon Ball Fighter Z, they had the hub that you can go around to and do different
oh,
shit.
people hated that.
Well, not only
But,
that,
yeah,
like, you
like-
do that in
No,
like
I
Forza
loved it.
Horizon. You could do that like in the Forza games and stuff like that, where
Yeah.
they basically put you in that hub. So it can be done in racing games. It's just is Nintendo going to be bold enough, and what kind of servers are we going to be talking about? Because ultimately, that's what it always comes down to. Their online is not always the best.
Are we gonna have to pay for Mario Kart 9 online?
Oh my god.
Of course, we are.
Are they gonna lump it into the Switch Online and I have to pay like $1 extra?
Mm-hmm.
Or they're gonna have
know
another
it.
version of the like how the Animal Crossing one has like a whole bundle you can buy. Maybe they're gonna have the
Yeah.
Mario Kart bundle you can buy. Oh
Yeah.
God, yeah.
The thing I think we need to keep in mind, but I also just immediately contradicted myself with this, is how are they going to use the current hardware? Because that's usually what happens. Like Mario Kart Wii, the big thing was you use a steering wheel, and I remember that because not just because the Wii was insane, but because I was living with 3 other people, and I was like the gamer nerd, and I had the Wii. Of us, like I brought the Wii to the apartment. Someone else had the PS3, whatever. We shared
Right.
consoles, and they're like, "Scott, you work at GameStop. We got to get those wheels. We got to get those wheels." I'm like, "No, we're not spending $20. We're
On
not
plastic.
spending $80 on fucking plastic. Go get some paper plates and tape them to your damn Wiimote because that's the same experience." Like I
That's the
refuse
ghetto
to
way.
buy those.
That's the
I
broke
refuse
college
to
kid way.
I refuse to fucking buy those. I thought that was so stupid. But
I bought
but
'em.
not to say that it wasn't fun. It's whatever. But the reason I say that, that was with the Wii. The Wii U, they didn't really do anything that took advantage of the tablet, I don't feel.
They did a little bit, but nothing like crazy.
Yeah, like the DS, the first DS game, you blew into the microphone to refill your balloons in multiplayer.
I didn't know that.
And yeah, so at first I was like, we have to be thinking about how they're going to take advantage of their hardware, but
Yeah.
they already did that with the Mario Kart. What was it called? I already forgot. Mario Kart Live, because you're using
Oh yeah.
the camera on the car, on the RC car,
The RC car,
and
yeah.
you use that on your Switch. You're like looking at your Switch and controlling the car like it's the controller for the RC car. So they've kind of already done that. And I do not think they would do an online hub at all, because it's Nintendo and they still do not know how the internet works.
That is true.
So
Maybe
I
they'll
think it
say
would be
the
great if they
twist is
did
it's an
a
F-Zero game.
all-star thing.
I mean, I don't think, honestly, I don't think there would be any gimmick to it. Honestly, it's just like, it feels like everything that can already exist with it is, like you said, you can use the Joy-Cons, you can use the Pro Controller, you can do whatever you want. So I just, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen?
It will technically
Nintendo's
be the
also known for very minor updates in the next iteration. So,
and this isn't going on a new hardware either. Like it's going on the Switch OLED. That's the newest hardware, but it's not like it's going to a new generation. So, I mean, on the other hand, this will be the first Mario Kart game that will be, it built for the Switch, since the deluxe one is basically just a port of a Wii U game. So, just enhanced. So, I don't know. Cool. There we go. We want Nintendo All-Star Worlds with all the tracks from every game. That's what we want, right? That's what we're calling it.
Yeah, and throw Solid Snake in there too.
Yeah, throw Solid Snake and Bayonetta in there. So
sure, fucking whatever. Get Sonic in there.
There we go. Let's
Mario
do it.
Kart, Mario.
Well,
and
that would
Friends
be wild
Kart.
though, right? Like that would be crazy. Come on, Scott. Like you would shoot your shit for that. Like if they was like, it's Sonic Worlds and it's just like 4 tracks in Sonic Glam.
Oh yeah,
if they
the Sonic Cup.
Tracks,
Yeah,
the Sonic Cup.
Yeah, if they had, that's what I wear every day. If they had that incorporated into the game with levels from the Sonic games, that's what they should do though, because like that was half of what. Before I realized how good of a game Sonic Transformed was, I was like, "Holy shit! There's a Panzer Dragoon level. Look how amazing! Like, there's a Skies of Arcadia.
I want 4 more levels of this.
That we're flying through.
Like,
yeah.
So I will say
so much to draw from. They just need
2
to do
questions.
A Metroid level? Can you imagine a Metroid level?
Yeah.
Track?
I got 2 questions. So one, how many DLC packages are they going to have for this game?
4.
You're going to go with 4? I'm going to go with 2.
How many have they had in the past for any of these? I haven't kept up.
For the deluxe, the two DLC was the first pack that had like the Animal Crossing stuff, and then the second pack was the cup that had the Zelda cup. Or I might have that reversed.
Animal Crossing stuff in this?
There's an Animal Crossing level that switches between 4 different seasons in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
All right, don't tell Rachel.
I'm telling her.
Rachel.
I'll tell her in 10 days.
Rachel.
But no, there we go.
They will have 2 DLCs, and they'll talk about a third one, but they'll forget about it because the next console will be out by then.
Yeah.
Well, two DLCs is actually pretty accurate, because if you really look at it, it's just like 2 seasons of Smash, 2 packs of Mario Kart.
Yep.
This kind of seems like the route.
Here's
And
the
also,
other
how
question.
many years are they going to get out of the Switch?
It's true. The other question is, will there be a Racer's Pass?
Oh, of course.
We got to get if there's a Sonic amiibo for the Sonic
Oh my god, think of if they did a Nintendo All-Stars, they could make so many new amiibos. I would buy some card amiibos, and I don't even like amiibos anymore.
Fucking fan idea 3 million gazillion trillion and 1. Make it All-Stars Nintendo. You can sell ass loads of amiibos that nobody needs Nintendo. If you really, but we know Nintendo, they kind of don't want to make money sometimes. So
they avidly shut down stuff that would make them more money. So
it makes you wonder, right? Like, imagine like them actually having these meetings and somebody bringing up to these ideas. They're like, "Nah, listen here, dude. We're not
shut
doing
up,
that."
Jerry. Sit down. No one wants F-Zero.
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
What if it's that? What if it's like we get sidelined with that? And it's just like,
twist
we're
is
working on
it's
new
not
Mario
Mario
Kart. It's
Kart
just
9.
like, it's like F-Zero. We're like, oh shit.
You ever
Or
seen a
what they
grown man
do
shit out
is-
of his own dick? Because that's what's gonna happen
You know,
with me.
I just manifested fucking Mario F-Zero. Like it's gonna be F-Zero with Mario, and
You
we're
put
gonna
it
be
in
like,
the
fuck.
universe. You put it in the world.
Yeah. Damn it.
Yeah, F cart.
F
That's a
cart.
different thing.
F cart.
Um,
The fuck cart.
Yeah.
Got a sharp cut. F
How
cart.
cruel, how horrible would it be if they did this Mario Kart All Stars thing and there's an F-Zero level, but never another F-Zero game?
I mean, that's what happened with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I got 2 F-Zero levels, and they're just like, here's how it could
Oh,
be.
really? Oh, I didn't know
Fucker.
that. Okay.
Yeah,
we
in
have
those 2
F-Zero.
DLCs, each of those DLC packs had one was Big Blue and the other one was Mute City.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, there goes my joke. Never mind then.
They'll do it again. They'll do it again. They'll
Yeah.
do it again.
I mean, that's also what Sonic Transformed was. It's like I want another Panzer Dragoon. I want another House of the
Is
Dead. You know, whatever.
Danica Patrick gonna weasel her way into Mario Kart
Honestly,
9?
Danica!
the other thing that they could probably do, and honestly, I think this would probably be very, very beneficial to them, is track maker.
Yes, I
Oh,
was
hell
thinking of
yeah.
a track editor. Yes.
Yeah.
They won't do it.
Mine would be all lava, nothing else.
Mario Maker 2 of Mario Kart.
Yeah.
I'd
Kart
play the
Maker.
Oh my god, I'd play the shit out of that. Like,
All right. Yeah, I take it back. That would be the one way that they could actually enhance the series is if they have you just make your own goddamn tracks.
And
Mhm.
honestly, it'd probably be the best way to go about it. Like if they were to do that and just release world packs. You want F-Zero? Here's your world pack. You want Animal Crossing? Here's your world pack.
You want the
Zelda?
assets?
Here's your world
Give us
pack.
the money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh man,
We're-
if you could make your own battle arenas.
Oh my god. Stop it. I don't want to talk about Mario Kart anymore. I hate it. So
Yeah.
All right. Moving on. So our next segment, usually we go into questions, but we're doing something new. We're trying we got a couple segments we're going to start implementing into the show. And I don't have any like special like slide or anything for this, so don't get ready for that. But we're starting
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Before we get away from Mario Kart, can I show you the birthday card my dad got me, Corey?
Sure. It's the same one you got me for Christmas.
Yep.
Nice.
I had it sitting
That's
here
great.
during the whole Mario Kart conversation. I
That's
forgot
great.
I
About.
wish I would have gotten a birthday card.
I wish I
Sorry.
would have had a birthday. No. Anyway, so this next segment, it's a quick little segment, especially for today, is we're basically starting a video game book club. So basically what this is we've all decided on a game that we're going to play. We're going to we're going to talk about this today. This is the idea, so that if listeners want to play the game along with us and get your views and talk to us in the chat and leave us comments and stuff like that, or get in the Discord, which join the motherfucking Discord if you're not already in there.
Das Discord.
That's Discord. But so our first video game that we're going to do, and we're going to report on this in about a month. So we'll talk about it again in February. But thanks to Scotty for the suggestion. We all just decided to go with it. We're going to do Night Trap. The quintessential gamer game for anyone. For anyone that doesn't know, there's a little controversy with this game. Scotty, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the reason we have the ESRB ratings on the games, right?
One half of the
No.
reasons. This and
One
Mortal
half.
Kombat.
Yeah, there you go.
Mortal Kombat.
Taken to the Supreme Court. Quoted as saying, this game will never be on a Nintendo console that you can now buy on Switch.
And Scotty has the collector's edition on Switch right in front of him. So
Mortal
it's-
Wombat.
for people that don't
so-
know, it is an FMV game. I
Oh,
might
yeah.
actually play it with Scotty. I
Pray
don't know.
tell, Corey, what is an FMV?
Scotty, what does an FMV stand for?
Only the best thing ever created. Fuck, Mary, villain. Or no, sorry.
Oh no.
Full motion video.
There you
So
go.
in the delicate era of the 90s, there was a time where people thought that this was when video games were going to be movies. So what did they do? They basically made a movie and gave you a choice of what'll happen. And
Basically.
boy, most of them were shit, and that's why I love them. But FMVs, so examples of those, Mad Dog McCree, Wing
Yep.
Commander,
Yep.
almost Dragon's Lair.
A little
Slayer?
bit.
What
You
is
gotta
that?
pay attention. That was that. I would say that's more of the first QuickTime events.
Yes, but that's kind of what FMVs are. You're basically watching a movie with time events. Double Switch. Corpse Killer is up there because even though it's an on-rail shooter, there's definitely FMV in there. So it's like
Oh yeah.
digitized video and Garbo and
Mad
things
Dog
like that.
McCree has got some good shit in it. Is all I've got to say.
Yeah. So it's a B movie if you put it into and tried to make it a video game. That's what FMV is essentially.
Basically.
So
You
and
gotta pay
and
$15
to-
for this.
We'll comp you.
I will buy it for you. I love Night Trap. So
We'll comp you.
my
It'll be
thoughts
fine.
are going to be biased, but yeah, to kind of bounce off of Corey, a book club is where everybody reads a book for a month or a couple of months and talks about their progress as they make it through. You know, we're going to kick this off with Night Trap because it's a short game. If you know what you're doing and understand the
Mhm.
logic behind it, you can honestly beat it in half an hour. But every
Wow.
copy of it, it says something on the front like over 2.5 hours of footage and yada yada yada.
It's got some good shit in
I-
it. It's got some good acting.
Yeah, I will say, do not be afraid to use guide if you hate it immediately, because that's what I had to do.
Do not be afraid to play it with someone.
Yeah, that too. It's definitely very stream friendly thing. It's a good audience interactivity type deal. But
What's
Night
the
Trap.
song? It's like Night Trap. Look out
It's called Night
behind
Trap.
you, Night Trap.
I have it on 2 vinyls.
Oh my
Let's go.
god, I love it. All right, so I hope we'll see.
So Scotty's the Night Trap guy. You know.
Scotty's the FMB guy. You got to get it
Oh,
right if
okay,
you're gonna
okay.
make fun of me.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I'm the cooking guy. That's my persona. That's the only thing I can be. So
And I'm your
As a
friendly
secret-
neighborhood pervert.
Here we
There
go.
you go.
Here's what
Filipino.
this can be something we maybe do for those that don't know about it. I'm just going to read the back of the box.
Sure, do it.
And
Yeah, if we have a
that'll
copy
really
of it.
tell people what Night Trap's about.
Yep.
Night Trap is the first game card title with continuous full motion video and audio. It plays like a movie with hours of awesome gameplay. Get one game card packed with sinister scenes and live action video, vanishing co-eds, bloodless bodies, mysterious intruders. As a secret commando for SCAT, that special control attack team,
Yeah.
your mission's a time bomb. 5 beautiful co-eds are being stalked in an eerie estate. Hooded intruders are invading the mansion with blood in their minds. Watch the murderous action from hidden cameras in 8 different rooms. Catch the intruders as they track their victims. Miss your chance, and the co-eds are lost forever. You gotta play it to believe it.
Night Trap.
Trap.
Look out behind you, Night Trap. I don't know if that's the song.
You've got the
That's-
touch.
You're
You've got. Oh, wait,
surprisingly-
wait.
You're surprisingly close to.
Oh, am I really?
Yeah.
Well, I might. So I watched Game Grumps play through this game years
Oh,
ago,
Okay.
but I remember some things about it, but I don't remember a lot about it. So
So this would be my first complete, or my first time playing, I should say, this game. I've
Okay.
never had any interest. I've only watched videos.
Uh-oh.
So it'll be, and even then it's just like mostly what people talk shit about, not like let me sit down and play, you know what I mean? So
You know, I'm thinking instead of all
I-
4 of us playing this separately, maybe we just have a night where we all 4 play it together.
no, you ruined it. You ruined
What?
it. That's it. I don't want this as Let's Play.
Eddie,
Get
you
outta
want to
here.
hang
Fuck
out
this
with
shit.
me?
Nope. That's it.
I hate you,
All
Eddie.
I'm gonna say is I did not understand it at first. I wanna tell people I did not love this before I played it. Like I played it and I thought it was one of the worst things I've ever experienced. And then the more I learned about it and then learned how to play it and then did some research, there's documentaries
Right.
on it. I think My Life in Gaming is the one who did a pretty decent documentary on
Maybe.
it, but it's got one of
Gaming
the more
Historian might have
interesting
done it too. So
it's got one of the most interesting histories in games, so that's probably
well,
where
it's in
part of
all
my
that
love
controversy and all that stuff. So yeah.
Well, that's not all of it, but we'll talk about it on the book club, game club,
Yeah.
book game club, game book club.
Yeah, give us about a month. So in about a month, I don't know when the next podcast will be around this time next month, but we'll talk about it. We got other segments we're going to start introducing on the other episodes, but we're not going to blow our load in one episode. So
Yeah, like what did Eddie eat today?
that's the good segment.
Depression.
What did Corey? What depression? Is that what you said? Damn. God damn. All right, so that's our segment. We're gonna follow up on that. I'm excited to play it. Hopefully, it's not garbage. If it is garbage, Scotty is on probation from picking games. So,
I mean, I just said it is, and that's also why I like it. So I don't know. What to tell
fair
you.
enough. Fair enough.
It's true.
All right.
He did give us a warning.
He did. Fair warning. Next
Trap.
segment. Night Trap. All right. If you got questions to ask us, Eddie, no, Scotty, where should people go?
Okay.
If you are in the vicinity of your local post office, you can send your questions to P.O. Box. Join the fucking Discord.
Yeah.
There it is. Boom. I don't know if it's going to work, but there we go. Yeah, so let's see. Eddie, would you like to read the questions that we have? Or would you like to make Scotty read his own question?
Either one works.
No, we'll let you take it.
Okay, let me get to the area right here. Ha ha ha! I'm gonna forget. Scotty Mofa Show says, I'm gonna forget if I don't toss it here. So at Eddie Fuerte, that's me. My fiance who reads 3 to 5 books a month, ironically, never has a good experience ordering books from Amazon. Who started as only selling books. On a recent order that was last updated January 3, not considered lost, 80% of the reviews involve people complaining about damage. You see any books come back filled with hate? I get plenty of books.
They just fuck them up and then send them back?
Dude, it's so crazy. And I think I was thinking about this last time. I think when Scotty and I had our own, when we did the podcast when it was just him and I mentioned that because you had just gotten the Sonic the Hedgehog book, the Encyclopedia, and you were upset because it had a bent corner and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
And I had mentioned, and I don't think I elaborated exactly what I meant by it, but I had said either Jeff Bezos is a vampire or he's a Nazi. And the reason why I said that was because anytime that we got anything that was vampire related, it went straight to the trash. Anytime we get a book that has any damage, it goes to the trash.
Gotcha.
So it's kind of like, so yeah, we get plenty of it. It's like, dude, and it's so frustrating because I feel like most of the damage is either done by us when it gets sent out or when it's being returned, and I can't do anything about it. And the protocol is like I have to report every single little knick-knack or whatever is on there, whether it be a small scratch, whether it be a small tear, whether it be anything like that. So I want to thank the Canadian friends out there who send their fucking packages in pristine fucking condition,
with padding
where it makes
and all
it impossible for me to fucking like get into it because it's fucking amazing work. Insert clap fucking sound effect in here right now because I'll get a book that comes from like, you know, one of the states in the US of A, the good old US of A. America. I'm not singling anybody out, Texas. But anyhow, I'll get a book from Texas and shit, and it's just like literally like the corner is bent, like, and it's like a little fucking shit that they're but the package they sent it is a fucking grocery bag, and it's like got wet over fucking like while it's being shipped out, and it's just like, dude, it's like, I'm getting like a book that's literally falling apart, and I'm just like,
what
the fuck is this shit? Yeah, like what happened here? Like, you know what I mean? It also shows
I couldn't
how
read my
wasteful,
book in the pool.
Yeah, and I talk about this all the time too. It's just like how wasteful we are as people, especially now during the pandemic and everything. Like people will bitch and complain about any little thing, and then they'll just send me back shit. They'll be like the thing that upsets me, especially with books, because like I said, like anytime I have to report this, it mostly means it's going to go in the trash. They're not even being donated. They're not even like, you know, being like trying to clean up. It's just like, nope, damage it out, sell it. Coloring books, educational books, fucking short stories. It doesn't matter if it comes back damaged. It's like, and that's why I say, like, if you buy a book and it's not to your liking, instead of sending it back, maybe think about donating it. Yeah, because it literally sucks when it comes back and it's just falling apart.
You're just gonna throw it away
for whatever reason. Yeah, and like I said, like it'll be something as simple as that, where like it'll be like, there is no shrink wrap on the book or whatever. Like it just came in a generic.
New.
It's not new or whatever.
Yeah.
But why the fuck is there spaghetti stains on this shit? You clearly fucking decided to read it. You clearly decided to put your grimy fingers on it. That's why pages 34 through 63 have fucking spaghetti stains. So
It's like in the
Like-
food business when someone eats their steak, they're like, "My steak wasn't cooked all the way." I'm like, "You ate almost all of it before you told us." So
Yeah. So it's just
You're not
like,
getting a
yeah,
free
no,
one.
we get a shit ton, and it's not just books, it's everything, and it's dude, like I hate it, I love Amazon for what for what everything that's doing for me, like just giving me a stable position and a stable job, stable income, and all that stuff. But there's also a lot that I'm pretty sure it's out of their hands, or because of the pandemic or whatever. But one of the other things that I have a big complaint about is women's clothing. Basically always goes to the trash. And so for those that don't know, for those who are not aware of what I'm talking about, when it comes down to like panties, bodysuits, bikinis, and stuff like that, there's a protective seal on there that needs to be on there at all times, just in case when people try it on. But in this world and this pandemic right now, or whatever, it doesn't matter if it's on there or not.
Yep.
If it's been tried on or not, the assumption is this thing is dirty. We got to throw it out.
So
And
you
it
guys
sucks.
have that. I saw when I was looking at buying some sweatpants from Amazon. They have this try it on thing where you can order it, and then you can try it on, and then within 7 days you either buy it or you send it back. Do you get a lot of people send it? A lot of people send it back, and then you just can't do anything with it.
I can't do anything about it, depending on the severity of like what it is. Because like I said, we'll get clothes that like are full of like dog hair, pet hair, human hair, whatever you want to call it, stain shit like that. And then I have to click it. It's like the process is just like, okay, I get the package, scan it in. What does it say? What is this? Is it Levi's? Yes, it's Levi's. Okay, does it have anything missing hair, missing label, missing this, pull
Jesus.
threads, blah, blah, blah. Like it has all of that, and I have to click anything that applies, and then it tells you put it on this tote. Usually when you put more than 2 of those, it goes right to the freaking, damage or like throw it away. If it has only 1 of them, then it goes to like the refurb tote where it's like, okay, we're going to try and make an attempt to clean it up. But half the time, dude, when anyone returns anything that's a white, it's lost cause. Yeah. It's a lost cause, because I'm using my gloves that has been fucking touching all these fucking boxes and everything that's fucking coming in from an outside truck, and I have to open up this white dress that's on there, and I have to hold it up. You know what I mean? And that's it, dude. It's just like as soon as me grabbing anything there, it's already dirty and stained. So right into the fucking it's
a flawed system
that
you
Yeah, when I read that question, Scotty, I was just like, fuck, man, it's not just only books. The other one,
you started something, Scotty.
The other one,
I haven't said a word.
I know.
Yeah, but yeah, the other one is also I hate when we get fucking food products, like that salt block that I posted on the chat. That was a full blown, untouched, unsealed, unwrapped salt block, like a grill salt block.
Oh, like a salt lick, like something from.
You could put like your food on there, like you could like basically. I'm assuming it's like you rolled it around.
Oh, I see it.
I was thinking of a salt lick for horses.
No.
No. Like
this is a Himalayan grilling salt block.
Yeah, and things like that. And it was returned. It's a food product. It's the assumption that it's bad trash.
Oh yeah,
right.
That's stupid.
Yeah, it's It's somebody orders like a box of chips or a box of fucking. A box of chips or a box of energy drinks or a box of coffee or a box of snacks, whatever.
Right.
And they don't like it. We got the wrong one. It gets returned. Trash.
Mm-hmm.
Dog food. Trash. Cat food. Trash. And I'm just like,
trash.
And it's good shit. It's good shit. So my hope is honestly that like I don't see this, but the person that's supposed to take it to the trash is like, oh fuck it, I'm gonna take this home. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna give these to the orphans.
Yeah, because I don't know, but like, yeah, things like that. Just it's
who was telling us the Whole Foods story where they were just like tons of Whole Foods food just gets thrown away every night at Whole Foods, and they get in trouble if they try to take anything home or give it away.
I don't remember that.
I don't know if we had a guest on the podcast.
Sounds familiar.
I don't know if we had a guest on the podcast or if we were talking to someone just in general.
The movie theater I worked. Well, I've worked at 3 different movie theaters, but one of them I worked at, it was a local cheapo place. They did the opposite of this. We made the popcorn on Sunday and used that through Saturday.
Boo! Y'all make like $45 profit off of that popcorn.
But yeah,
So all right. Well, I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, no, dude. Like I just like it's not just
PTSD.
books. But it just goes to show also, like it's funny, like how you said it, that like Amazon started off as a book company, and it also just goes to show how little they care about the books, because like I said, I'll try my best to just like even justify, like I'm like, oh, this book can be donated, this book can be read, and but if I see a book that has a small tear on it and I don't report it, and then it gets sold and it comes back, and they're gonna be like, hey Eddie,
your job's a little bit more important.
you know what I mean?
Right.
So it's just like it
Yeah.
sucks and stuff like that, because I just know where it's gonna go. And I think, like, to me, like I said, like it's I guess it depends on the book. Not really, but yeah, no, it depends on the book, because some book information out there is definitely needed. But like I hate when we get like coloring books, like
Why
children's
would you
books
even
or
send that
whatever.
back? Like,
Dude, people will like,
yeah.
yeah,
Return
people.
anything for any reason,
I've gotten
anything,
plenty
so.
of times where like a children's book is just like my sister, like it'll be like, my daughter did not like the cover, my son has no interest in
okay,
it,
give it to
my
your
son has not touched
local-
this.
Yeah, out here where we live, there's like local places you can donate that shit to. You
Yeah.
donate it to a library or donate it to a daycare.
Mhm.
The little free library on the side of the road that's like a post with a bookshelf in it, essentially.
Yeah, what are they called? They're called
It's
like
called a little
blessing
free.
boxes.
It's called a little free library.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Down here in the southern belt, they're called blessing boxes.
Oh, blessing
go.
boxes.
Yeah, you
Great.
put food and books and everything in them. So
And
Yeah.
they splash with holy
But
water.
no, it was a very
That's
like,
Catholic.
I was like, man, that is a great question, and I have a lot to say about it, because
Obviously,
it's
yeah.
just like,
dude, we're hitting it.
The
Cobra
thing- well, the
Kai
prob- the-
bringing the
where it-
content.
But where it stems from is, the thing, and I do remember you saying some of that, Eddie, because I linked it to GameStop getting rid of strategy guides, like pennying them out, and
Mhm.
like I had one manager that would literally, once they're pennied out, tear the cover off and
Yep.
put it in the
Yeah.
trash, because
we had to do that at Hastings with the paperback books.
But where this does stem from is like she's given up ordering books from Amazon, because ironically that's the last place you want to try to get them anymore.
Yep.
And the reason is, like, it goes back to my the thing that I got was a 30th anniversary hardcover Sonic comic, and by the time it finally got to me, it was sold out everywhere else. So if I tried to return it,
Yep.
I probably would not be able to get it replaced,
Mhm.
and who knows how long it would take to get back to me. But that thing came in I don't know why it was in a box, but it was in a box with like one or two air pocket, air bubble,
Yeah.
plastic. I don't know what those
Yeah.
things are actually
The
called.
airbags.
Like something that did not do anything to protect it. So that's probably why a corner was damaged to the point of like it peeling off and whatever. So, but it's a 50-50 shot that it shows up, and when it does, it's just not packaged
It's
well
most likely
like
gonna be,
any
yeah.
other
I mean,
other book place. So that's kind of why. So that's why she's just the thing
Yeah.
that brought this up was a book that she ordered in October for a Christmas gift that still has not gotten here, and they just recently said like January 1st, like it's not even
Oh,
confirmed missing, but
jeez.
still en route or something.
Yeah.
Like I don't think it is.
It's wild too, because we do get an assortment. Like there is a portion of returns that are undeliverables, which basically either are in limbo, we're stuck at the post office, we're just like never, and it just never got to its destination. So I'm
Lost.
pretty sure at some point it can very well come back, that book, and be like, and that's once that book makes its way back to me, that's when I'm gonna be like bleep 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 bloop, whatever.
Yeah.
And then she'll get the notification saying, hey, this book just never got to you.
Fuck your
Sorry,
book.
here's your money back. Yeah. Basically.
Fuck your book.
And it sucks. And it sucks because, like I said, like in that process and everything that's going on, so many things can happen. We have totes. We have like these totes, like, they're pretty large totes that fit so many items. And there's been times where, like, when we had like a heavy rainstorm going down here, and the whole tote was just fucking damaged goods. Like, I can't do anything about it. This is trash now, and that fucking sucks.
Yeah,
it's
unfortunate. I mean, that's the same thing that
So
happened with.
I guess what are are there any fun, like, besides, my kids don't like the cover of this book or whatever, do you ever get any that actually make you laugh rather than piss you off? Like, I thought my kid liked dragons, but he's offended by them, so I can't.
I like vampires, but this Twilight shit's garbage.
The ones that I like are honestly the ones that I do like are the ones where the people comment that they enjoy the product. It just didn't suit their needs or something like that. Like somebody returned. It was like a pajama for a dog. It was so fucking great. Like it was like a 2-piece pajama set for a dog.
Sure.
But it had like dolphins and like it was like sea themed and all that stuff. And it was just like, and she was just like, I am in love with this product. It's so adorable. It just doesn't fit my dog the right way. And I'm just like,
your dog
like,
tell
this
you
is so
that?
fucking wholesome. Like, you know, right? Like the dog, like I don't like how it fits and shit. Like,
That's a point, right?
Yeah. So things like that, or like the ones that make me laugh, are just like the ones like where they return like pet toys, and they're like, my cat ignores this toy. She obviously doesn't like it. Well, I mean, how do you know?
I mean, I have
you know,
9 cats, and that's the gamble you fucking do whenever you buy something on Amazon. You're like, my cats didn't like it. There's nothing wrong with the product. My cats are just assholes. So
like that's what I'm saying. Like I thank you to the Canadian
broken.
fans. Thank you to the Canadian friends out there, because they're the ones that return the products that make me wonder if it's even been opened. I'm just like, and I have to like literally like.
They even ship things politely.
Yeah, like I'm like, this thing has a factory seals, but it says they used it. How?
Liar. All right, we got to get this question. We got to move on to the next question. But that was.
Oh, sorry, I thought this was America.
No, shut up. The good question, Scotty. I almost called you.
Next question.
Don't even remember what it was.
Yeah, 2021. Sailor Corellia says 2021 was almost as garbage as 2020. But what was a good moment that stood out for you amongst the garbage?
I got one. If I can go first.
Sure.
I mean, we went on that cross-country road trip from Seattle back to home, and it was a little rough in the beginning, but I ended up really enjoying it. I had a lot of fun with that one, so that was really cool. I really liked that. And then, yeah, other than that, 2021 fucking was garbage. So
I was gonna say, what road trip did we go on? I don't know what you're talking about.
Not
you said
us.
we, and we're the only ones here right now.
Sorry,
but
me and
whatever.
my family and I.
When the fuck did we get ice cream? You know?
That's a podcast title.
Yeah.
No, iTunes ain't letting that shit through. So,
boy.
that's mine. I don't really have much more to elaborate on it. So,
despite the fact that the weekend itself was difficult, we raised over $2,000 for Extra Life during the Dreamcast Marathon. So that was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool.
That's
with all the stress
a
going
record
on
for us. That was a record for us, and I think that was one of the more successful exposing of or bringing to the public an indie game, because everybody was super into Flea, and now that game's getting a re-release with the soundtrack and stuff.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Nice.
So
I need to get that.
I'll probably buy it again, but yeah, I think that was the first thing that came to mind. I honestly don't. It was another blur of
Scotty. Aren't you engaged? So.
Oh yeah.
Hey, welcome to it. We fuck up all the time.
Shit.
You're gonna fit in just fine here.
I was gonna tell her to listen to this part because Eddie answered a question, but
not anymore.
You gotta cut it off before 2 hours and 54 minutes. Like,
yeah. Sheesh.
All right, Eddie. What about you?
That was a productive weekend.
Right? Yeah, the highlight for me was getting kidnapped and fucking taken to a cult of religion.
Yeah,
gave us a great story right there. Aside from that, no, I'm with Scotty. This last year was such a blur. Fucking, I'm still trying to process a lot. The last 2 years have been a blur.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah, so I'm over
get
here
a
just.
Job.
Yeah, I did get a job. That was the highlight. I mean, you know what I mean.
That pays you.
Went back to the. Yeah.
You got 2 jobs last year, actually. So.
Mm-hmm. 2 jobs, yeah, one that actually pays me, and but no, I mean, like, yeah, like they're really just still doing this. You know what I mean? If anything, this has been definitely like the highlights. It's just fucking streaming, podcast, content creating.
Hanging out with friends, right?
Yeah.
Just making out with each other.
The hangs.
I mean, that's it, you know?
I like Scotty's face changed a little bit after I say he's like, oh, wait. I'm on the wrong podcast. All right. We got one more question. Do you guys play any mobile games?
No, get out of here.
No, bye. I used to play Teppen. I might play it again. I don't know. We'll see.
I used to play Balls, and I'm not joking. The game's just called Balls. It's just Breakout, pretty much.
I played Snake a lot.
Balls! I get into like moods. Like I remember when I just recently got my new tablet a couple of months ago and stuff like that. Or was it like it's almost gonna be a year. Shit.
Shit.
I got back into like Angry Birds 2 because there was like a new one, so I was playing that for a while.
Okay.
But like, yeah, I don't have this. Okay, you know what? I'm lying. I'm fucking lying. I'm the guy that plays the fucking mobile games that you see the Instagram ads for.
Oh,
the ones that you see like, oh, it's impossible to do this. Nobody can beat this level. I'm like, bullshit. Download.
Oh, they
done,
totally
delete.
get you then. Like
bullshit.
Hook,
done.
line, and
All right,
sinker.
next one. Yeah, so I'm that guy if anything, but
now
so, yes,
mobile
I do play
games got
mobile
that
games.
stigma for me, so I don't like them. Fuck them.
I like the idea. Oh, go ahead, Scotty.
I
like the idea.
Really. Go ahead.
Nah, go for it.
I have not. I haven't played. Yeah, I think the last like actual mobile game before Balls was probably Pokemon Go, and then before that, I just didn't really. There was no. I mean, we're out and about way less now than we ever were. So mobile games have even less. Unless you're a real cool millennial, I'm not really on my phone playing games that much.
You got any games on your phone?
Yeah, there's what's it called? Idle mobile games. Have you heard of those? Like, it's just basically you just kind of like let it do its own and whatnot, its own thing. There was somebody was trying to like, dude, you got to play this one, and I'm just like,
yeah, what's it where you take care of a bunch of cats and you just let them wander into your backyard and stuff? That thing.
Yeah, idle games. Idle mobile games. But somebody's like, dude, this is like right up your alley, and I was like, no, I don't play mobile games. They're like, you got to check it out, and it's called Figure Fantasy, where you basically collect a bunch of like ecchi and
oh my gosh,
waifus and stuff like that, and they fight amongst each other for your love or some shit. I don't know.
Ecchi Pokemon is what this is. Okay, moving on.
I was like,
we
right,
don't play mobile games, so that's all we got. That's all the questions
I don't really
we got.
leave my house that much, so yeah.
There you go. Make sure if you want to ask us any questions or hang out with us or play Monster Hunter with us or play Halo Infinite with us or watch Jackass with us in our stream, make sure to follow that fucking link to join that fucking Discord. So
Discord link.
All right, let's wrap this up. We're already at 3 hours, and Eddie's going to have a hell of a time editing this. So let's see. What are we doing next week? Eddie, what are we doing next week? Edway.
Work. That's all I do. I do nothing else but work. Oh, I'm down 26 pounds. Fuck y'all. How about them apples?
Damn.
I've been sober for fucking 16 days now. I've been eating light and doing daily exercise.
What did we do to you?
Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, so I just
all those dragon dildos or whatever.
That's right. Fucking dragon.
Makes
dildos.
you not want to eat after you see what grandma does.
I got a date with a freaking amateur porn star. Possibly.
That's a lie.
It's not a lie, but all right. Anyways,
good on you, sir.
What else? No, that's it. Just gaming, streaming, Shenmue 2, going to Hong Kong finally. Banjo-Kazooie, we're getting through that. Forza Sports, and work. That's all I got. My events don't literally start till February. February is when we're going to be starting our Women Appreciation Month. Nice. We're going to be doing our first charity of the year. But as of right now, it's just super chill.
Sounds good. Scotty, what do you do? Well, besides work, what are you up to? So,
I'm excited that Eddie's playing Shenmue 2. I'm going to try to tune in for some of that because boy, that game respects your time better than the first one.
Remember, Eddie's a fancy daytime streamer now, or late night, early morning streamer.
Late night into early mornings and stuff
he's
like that.
He's been streaming an hour or two by the time I'm clocking in to start my workday. So it's yeah.
Eddie also in the past. So
what?
Eddie's in the past. He's like,
oh
no, what happened?
I think everything wigged out in Discord for a second. I think we're good now.
I think I'm here.
You're here.
You're here. Yeah.
Where did I go now? Yeah, Megavisions issue 2 is coming up. A lot of that is underway, and it's coming along pretty good. Release date for that we'll announce probably soon, but outside of that, though, Corey and I just talked about Last Action Hero in the Static Zone podcast. That just released last Friday. Follow the link tree. I don't have that to post, really. I could do it momentarily. But that's fun. We just talk about movies. Last time before that, we talked about Making Contact, which blew our minds. And hopefully it will do that to yours, too. But I think that's really it because work is still insane, so I can't do much else to actually have fun.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Sounds good. I'm working on, after this recording, I'm gonna work on some more YouTube videos, get those scheduled and ready to go. I really like having a lot of footage backed up and being like, all right, I just need to pull this, let's edit this, get these couple episodes out, move this back over there. I'm liking it. I'm liking how things are going right now. I'm starting to get to the point with the YouTube channel where, and I know might sound bad, but I'm starting to feel proud of our playthroughs that we have, because I'm going back and looking at them and I'm like, oh, these are legitimately funny. Like
a week ago, not at all.
No, not at all. Just now, 2 days ago. Now I have faith in us. But it feels good to be like, I know this is funny. Even if other people don't think this is funny, I know that this is funny. So like, I feel like we're funny, and we're just trying to get our name back out there. I'm trying to play the games with the advertising and all that stuff. So I got that. Starting school, that's going to be bullshit. And then I'm playing Monster Hunter Rise. So let's fucking go. I got shit to do. So, all right.
Windjammers.
Windjammers 2, yes, I forgot. Holy shit. Yeah, Windjammers 2 comes out on Thursday, which is the 20th of January. We're going to be playing it over on the Megavisions channel, and I'm going to be playing the shit out of it, and I'm trying to find Austin Creed to get that rematch. Even though I beat him the first time, I want to play again. So, but yeah, that's going to be awesome, and that's it. That's all I got. I'm going to try and just stay sane and, taking a lot of my medicine along the way, so let's do it. Get it, Scotty. Reach. All right. I think we're going to get on out of here, Scotty. I think Scotty and I, we're going to go play Night Trap. Look up behind you, Night Trap. Don't do that. All right, that's going to get censored, so.
Yeah, buddy.
All righty. We will see y'all later. Bye.
Deuces.
All right, let's stop our recordings, get those going, and then for the people that are still here, we're going to go find someone to raid on Twitch, and we're going to tell our YouTube viewers, thank you for tuning in. My brother's here. I don't know why he decided to tune in tonight, but I'm currently fine with that. So thanks for hanging out, and we will see y'all next time. So let's get this exported. And then who's streaming? Who's streaming on my personal?
Who's playing Night Trap?
Night Trap. Oh, if somebody's playing Night Trap, that's where we got to go.
Ooh, I don't know. No, Game Track's playing Strider 2014, but
we can go. Yeah, we can go say hi to GT.
I haven't gone see. I gotta put. I went this whole time not knowing y'all are on Twitch. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, whenever we do our streams from now on, we're on both.
Probably should have said that at the beginning.
When I posted it, on the Twitter and Discord, it was both of them on there.
Yeah, we're gonna start doing that for people that are still here listening to us. We're doing both of them because Twitch allows us to let you guys interact with us more with the chat on screen, and we'll eventually have channel point redemptions and stuff like that. So yeah, we're waiting for not Scotty. We're waiting for YouTube to get done with that integration. So, and then now that we're doing from Restream again, I can't hit the raid now button after 10 seconds, so we have to wait here the whole time. So
what?
Yeah, so in OBS, when you raid someone, when you're just using Twitch, after 10 seconds after initiating the raid, you can just hit the raid now button and raid them. Well, in OBS, when you're streaming through Restream, it doesn't give you that option because you're using both chats, and it doesn't have that option. Restream's nice to stream to both platforms, but it's tough to like organize stuff properly on both platforms. But we probably got at least another 20 seconds left, so you guys are going to hang out with us a little bit. Yeah, it looks like he's playing Strider 2014, which that game is super good.
You know what else is cool about this?
What's that?
The Vita version.
Oh, sniggity snap.
And it came with the soundtrack in a fucking long box like this, bitch.
Oh, the long boy? Oh, nice. Everybody loves the long boy. All right, that's exporting.
That's the soundtrack with Night Trap. Pretty sure that's the only thing on there, but I could be wrong.
I gotta turn this heater back on. It's fucking cold. Hey, Alicia, thanks for that. We appreciate that. If you want to listen to the audio, it'll be coming out. I think we Wednesdays, right? Yeah, that's when we shoot for. Is Wednesdays.
Yeah, no, it'll be edited tonight for sure. I don't stream till freaking midnight, so.
Oh, nice.
So Scotty's gonna miss the entire first part of Shenmue 2.
That's all right.
Did we raid? Oh, I think we're
We did.
raiding now.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, cool.
Oh, we're in.
All right.